Cricket balls are red, baseballs are white, American footballs are brown, and tennis balls are yellow. We don't even think about it really, but the story behind the tennis ball is actually quite interesting and even involves Sir David Attenborough. I know. Well, here's the tale. Tennis is widely known to be a French sport. It dates back to the 12th century when people used handmade balls, and it was then called tennis, which is the verb to hold in French. And people used some pretty wacky material to make the balls with: cork, wool, chalk, animal fur, and even human hair. A few centuries on, Germany got dead into the tennis too, but wanted to make a few modifications to the ball to make it a bit more effective. Around this time, an American chemist had just created something called vulcanized rubber. Out of that, people started developing air-filled rubber balls, which were properly bouncy, but either red or grey in colour. These were manufactured in Melton Mowbray. That's right, the home of the pork pie. One problem, the balls kept on breaking on impact with the racket. The call of "new balls please" seemingly coming over every other point. Step forward English lawyer and tennis enthusiast John Moyer Heathcote, who suggested balls be covered in flannel to stop them from degrading. And thus the modern-day tennis ball was born. But these were white or black, so how did they become yellow? Well, in 1967, the controller of BBC Two, one Sir David Attenborough, decided the corporation should show Wimbledon on colour TV. He got his wish, and it was wide into people's homes across the country. The only sticking point: the white balls were nearly impossible to see on the screen. So the International Tennis Federation, sensing an opportunity, started developing a new ball that would be visible even without the need for 4K LED displays. Not that anyone had that in the late 60s. After rigorous testing, they came up with the colour optic yellow and decided every ball be coated in that colour from there on in. And there you have it. Tennis balls are yellow, all because Sir David Attenborough wanted to watch Wimbledon from the comfort of his own front room. You could say the ITF aced it.
Good morning. Oh, thank you, Ed. What is wrong with you? This is talkSPORT Breakfast with Arnold Clark. Get the UK's best used car deals guaranteed. Ray Parlour, just sorting.
How you doing, Al? Good
His
to see you.
earpieces out. You all right, pal?
Tangled up there. How they leave it? Look, what's going on?
Oh, it's a joke. People
Why can't I
don't. They
just
haven't
have one
got
of
a
what
clue.
you've got? Look, I've got these.
Oh no, I've got to get rid of these.
Have you?
Oh, look
You're
at-
not allowed?
Oh yeah.
Not allowed?
No. You know, I thought we were a radio
Right,
station,
we're on.
not
That's it,
telly.
done.
Right, tell me about yesterday quickly before we.
How you doing, Al? Yeah, all good.
Big charity van?
Yeah, it was at ICAP, which is a really good. I've done it about 15 years ago for a 6-hour ambulance. But yes, it was teens for Teens Unite. I've done it for. But there's so many different stars up there. Stormzy was there. Connor Ben was there.
Yeah.
Merce come up later on. He was doing the same charity as me.
Well, I think you'll find, Ray, that the breakfast show almost started that.
Is that
all
right?
those years ago?
I think it's 33 years ago now.
BGC, then ICAP.
That's it.
That's when it started getting bigger.
It's a different place now, isn't it? It's right next to Liverpool Street Station now.
Yeah, well, BGC's still Canary Wharf, so that's who we done it for.
Yeah.
And then Michael Spencer, real nice man. He invited us down to ICAP, stuff like that. But it's a great cause.
It's a lovely, lovely setting. Everybody has a really nice time. Everyone dresses up. It's a really good, like, you can feel Christmassy feel when you go to a place like that. And they do they earn so much money for charities. So
millions, isn't it?
Millions. And I think it's about 30 different charities now they do it for. So they're all working at each. You know, they split all the money around. But that was a lovely day. And then I went down to MBN. They had a massive lunch hour with Neil Warnock was speaking.
Yeah.
Sam Allardyce, and sending your regards and saying, "How's Alan? Is he all right?" I said, "Yeah, he's fine, Alan."
Did you have a little suitcase with him heading to Dubai after the gig?
Yeah, no, he's good. He's in good form, old Sam. He was brilliant, and the boys boxers as well. Carl Froch, Tony Bell, who was in good form. He was flying, Tony, and Frank Bruno. So yeah, it was a lovely afternoon, and then back to the Rose. So I've had a busy day, Al. It was a busy day. All the boys were in the row, goodie. They was all in there, Al. Don't worry about that. They was all having a good time.
Right, a perfect night for the English sides in Europe, but, oh dear. By the way, no surprise here. I looked at the fixtures, I thought, oh no. No surprise. In Scotland, dear oh dear, here's how it sounded on talkSPORT.
Right, 25 yards out. Lovely clear ball. Hudson-Odoi pulls it back. Brilliant header. And the save. And then it's in from Jesus to win the game for Forest. In the 88th minute, it's Utrecht 1, Nottingham Forest 2.
And Crystal Palace take a step towards the knockout phase. Here is Pino's great run into the area. Right foot shot, that's stunning. That's Jeremy Pino at his best. And Crystal Palace are showing their Premier League quality. That's the pick of the goals so far. Jeremy Pino makes it Shelbourne 0, Crystal Palace 3.
Saturday's 2-1 win over leaders Arsenal took Unai Emery's men to within 3 points of the Premier League summit. They're also bookmakers' favourites to lift the Europa League after 4 wins from their opening 5 games. Tillemans with the shot, guided into the bottom corner, and Aston Villa within 8 minutes of the restart, back in front. It is Basel 1, Aston Villa 2.
So, Forest winning away from home in Europe for the first time in 30 years. Villa made it 8 wins in a row in all comps. Villa are flying.
Yeah, I'm flying.
Palace, well, has anyone seen Rupert Bell this morning? Doubt it. Palace comfortably beat Shelbourne and Dublin, but all 3 Scottish sides got gubbed. Ferencváros 2, Rangers 1. Rangers took the lead as well. Aberdeen 0, Strasbourg 1, and Celtic 0, Roma 3. I'll be honest with you, Ray, I was in bed before they kicked off.
Yep.
Right? And I couldn't bear to watch Celtic.
Well, yeah.
I couldn't bear it.
It's always going to be a tricky game, wasn't it, Roma? But you'd expect to have a little bit more losing 3-0 at home. Away from home, yeah, definitely, you'd expect that. But being at home, I don't know how the Celtic supporters are thinking at the moment now.
Well, I tell you what
you got to give the fellow a chance, haven't you?
I tell you what they're thinking. Exactly what I'm thinking. Why couldn't they have pleaded with Martin to stay at the end of the season?
Yeah.
And then change it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they change it after one game. They change the formation. We get beat, and then we get absolutely smashed by Roma at Parkhead. And there's a cup final coming up the weekend. If they lose that, imagine this guy's going, "What have I done?"
Yeah. And I totally agree with you. Martin O'Neill would have been perfect.
What the hell? The end of the season. If Martin has said, "That's it, I'm leaving," you can't do anything about it.
But I'm sure Martin would have stayed.
But I think so. But that's only my gut feeling, Ray. I don't know, so I'm not slagging the board. I don't know.
No.
But if they've made that decision, no, we're bringing them in now, Martin. Thank you, but that's it. Then I think it's
would Martin have anything
timing
to do
is
with
garbage.
Would Martin have anything to do with who they got in, or not? The manager, new manager, would ever ask him his advice?
I don't think so. No.
So he's a guy with so much knowledge, and you got to tap into him and say, what is the squad like? What do we need? And there's probably positions they need to strengthen, I'm sure, but. Yeah, it's disappointing now. I mean, Scottish football at the moment, they're really struggling, all of them. Hearts.
I had more texts and emails from Rangers supporters like Ali and people like that who I know, and they're saying this is just unwatchable.
Yeah.
Really unwatchable. So former Celtic keeper Joe Hart was working for TV last night. He said about the new boss, I don't think he quite knows what he's walked into. So we've covered that one with Martin. Elsewhere, Villa's incredible form continued as they won 2-1 in Basel to make 8 wins in a row on all competitions. By the way, Villa
they are flying.
Aren't they?
I mean, the home record now it's like a fortress. It really is, Villa Park. I think they've only lost one game in 32, 33, which is an amazing record. So, certainly a good win last week against Arsenal, last kick of the game. But again, they followed up. It's certainly favourites. There must be favourites to win that European trophy.
I go back to the Chelsea game, Arsenal. And I know it's easy to say now, but I mean, I thought that was a big...
Especially with 10 men, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that's going to come back to haunt them. That's what I felt. Look at the table now. Dear, you know what I mean? By the way, Arsenal can still go on and win it, squad-wise. But they've made it really tough.
I don't think Man City have played great, have they, this year?
No, and they're up there.
And they're 2 points behind.
Yeah.
So if they do get on a run and get their form back, my God, they're going to be the ones to beat, I should imagine. I mean, I still think it's... Probably, look, you've got to put Aston Villa in the mix, there's no doubt about that, but I still think it's out of Arsenal, Man City.
Yes, I think Villa fans will hear from you today. You're flying. Celtic and Rangers fans, let us know. And by the way, if you're a St Mirren fan, get us a ticket. Hey? You can't wait to get to Hampden for the Cup final if you're a St Mirren fan. God, dear. Right, Villa's incredible form continued. Jason Cundy can't believe the turnaround after they started the season slow.
From where they were after four games in the Premier League.
So this is from game week 5 onwards.
We've got a printout for the last 11 games in the Premier League, okay? Aston Villa are top by 3 points above Man City, and they're 4 points above Arsenal. Unbelievably, Man United squeezing in 4. This is after, by the way, 11 games. So the last 11 Premier League games, Villa have won 9, drawn 1, lost 1. 28 points. That is Championship winning form right now. And their run isn't just in of course, the league, but in they beat Arsenal. It's not just in domestic league, it's also what they're doing in the Europa League. Right now, mate, they are the in-form side. It's been a remarkable turnaround because I remember, Jeremy, I'm guessing you do as well. A lot of people talking about Unai Emery and like, has he taken them as far as he can?
Yeah. No, he's done a wonderful job. Do you know what? I don't think they scored a goal, did they, for the first 4 games in the Premier League?
Yeah.
And everyone's going, oh, we can't score a goal. We ain't scored a goal yet. Watkins is not out of form, but they're certainly hit form now, and they're going to beat a lot of sides.
That was interesting, really, what they do next month, and the window opens again. Is Watkins on his way? Is he staying? Do you know what I mean? This is it's a big window.
You want to keep your players and add on,
absolutely.
Buy a few more. Because if you do get a few injuries at Villa, which they haven't really had really serious injuries, so key players, then they've got to keep pushing now. Yeah. And look, no one, I think they're about 20-1, didn't they, to win the league, 25-1. I'm sure a lot of Villa fans will be saying, look, we're just happy to be in the mix to win the league.
Ray, I was like you. I was hosting a big charity table yesterday, and they're big Arsenal fans. But I could see them shaking their heads, and I looked at them, I went, ticket prices? They went, yeah, World Cup. And these are guys who'd been to Perth for 3 days for the test.
Right.
And they're trying to book the tickets for England.
World Cup. And
they just shook their head in dismay.
Too much.
This is a con.
Oh, yeah, what it's going to be.
This is a con. This is a rip-off.
Well, the tickets are big fortunes, aren't they? And it's not just the ticket; it's the travel. You got to get to America. You got to get. And I'm sure the flights have gone up, the prices,
and then
all that sort of stuff.
And by the way, Rain, it's getting in America the visa problem.
Oh, don't. Yeah,
they're going to be tough on that as well. This, God, I don't want to think about it. Coming up, with turn attention to the back pages and FIFA getting it wrong again. The ticket prices are ludicrous. We'll discuss that next. Sport.
There's a place you can go. I said, young man,
It'd be good, Ed.
when you're short on your dough.
Ed, you could definitely be in this band.
That's who you
What would he be?
What would he be? What would it be?
Yeah, what would Ed be?
He's got to be the old Tash, bit of Tash.
No, he'd have to be the policeman, wouldn't he? Oh, no, he's too small. They take small guys now, don't they, in the cop force?
No, exactly. No, he's definitely being this.
Okay, on page 27 of The Sun, my thoughts on music have been, pretty much confirmed. Official, modern pop, more miserable than the 70s. Listen to Virgin Radio, 6 o'clock, Virgin Legends, Saturday night for 4 hours, Brazil. I recorded that. We've done a bit yesterday for it. It's good fun, Ray. Good fun.
I think you're natural, that.
Well, when you and Sue Ellen are in the kitchen on your first bottle before you get out, just lob it on.
Yeah, no, I will do. I will.
Virgin
I didn't.
Legends.
I forgot to put it on last week. I might do that on Saturday.
I sat at home and Jill put it on. I thought, God, that's weird.
Yeah, no, that's great.
just
I mean,
music,
it's really, really good, Al, that you're doing. You and to be fair, Al, you are one of the best at getting the artists. When you go down to Enzo's, they put the music on. You have a little competition. You like, didn't you? And you're very good at it, to be fair.
I've just got a good memory, really. Not a brilliant memory, but I've got a very good one.
Very good.
Right, pop music has become moodier in the past 50 years, owing to the misery of modern life. You're right there. Researchers claim Do I Do by Stevie Wonder, YMCA, Village People are considered examples of happy old tunes. While modern misery is summed up by Justin Timberlake's Cry Me a River and We Cry Together by Kendrick Lamar. Well, they're all right, them songs, but, we try and be a little bit upbeat.
I'm going to my favourite band this weekend, Al.
Hey, talking about DJs.
Jamiroquai.
Talking about DJs, here she is.
Shaban, you out today?
Radio Clive
You out?
FM.
Oh, Shaban's out today, I can tell.
What was your favourite era for playing music, Shaban?
I love the 80s, but I never played any of that in the clubs. Like,
Why?
mine was like modern dance. You would hate it. You would absolutely hate it.
90s was the best, wasn't it? Early 90s.
Do you like
Dance
the 90s?
music.
Well, which reminds me, beat the intro at 6:45 this morning. It's going to be current legends.
Oh, no, I'm not good at that. Anyway, I'll have a go. It's not a problem. Why are you all dressed up?
Apparently we're going out.
We're going out, don't you know?
Who's going out?
We're going out with you guys.
We're going out with you.
Yeah.
I've got an appearance to make, a
Yeah,
charity
I'll come
bash.
with you.
Yeah.
Oh, for
So
God's sake. I always get it third hand, don't I?
Yeah, we'll be there.
We can't wait.
supporting you.
Let's have a wee look at today's back pages with Tesco Mobile for Business.
Backpage review on talkSPORT with Tesco Mobile for Business. Are you a small retailer? Get business phone bills for up to 40% less than the big mobile networks. For terms and verification, visit tescomobile.com/business.
Shaban, just skip Scottish football, please.
No, I can't, Al.
Oh, you can.
Did you
can,
watch the whole
Shaban.
thing?
No, I didn't watch any of it.
Oh my God, Al. 75 minutes. I have never known in a European night Parkhead to be emptying. Half empty, Al. And I felt for Wilfred because that's not on him. It's not his problem. It's not his team. That said, it wasn't O'Neill's team either. I kind of think that's not healthy to say, and it's not going to help him any. But he's got such a job to do, and I think with a cup final this weekend, I felt for him the fact that the fans started to leave.
St Mirren are going there saying we're going to win this.
I know.
When's the last time St Mirren won a cup? Someone tell me. Anyone out there, St Mirren fans over Paisley Way? Let us know. Fergusley Park.
Who's been a big player for St Mirren back in the day? Was it an old West Ham player? Ray Stewart, did he play for St Mirren?
No.
Stephen McGinn was the captain for a while, wasn't he? John McGinn's brother.
Yeah.
I think he's still there.
Sure he did.
Oh, God, I should know.
Was Frank McAvenny?
No. I think McGarvey won it.
Frank might have been there, wasn't he?
I don't know. Someone will tell me.
Good morning.
And by the way, one night I had a load of Rangers supporters text me as well. They are like,
yeah,
they're giving up.
I know. It's really poor. It really, really is. But then I look at Celtic last night and I think, well, if you're playing Roma, Roma are putting money in. They've got good players there. The board got a brilliant shot of the Celtic board last night, Al. You think we're sitting on cash there. They should have spent. They should have invested with Brendan, and they didn't.
The Ipswich boy was the one to get, but he probably thought, I'm not going up there. I'm staying with Ipswich. I'll get Ipswich back. And if you look at the table now,
they're flying now.
They're heading back. And by the way, this might shock you. Maybe Ipswich pay more than Celtic.
Oh yeah,
championships. Yeah, you would.
There you go.
I hope Nancy can turn it around. I do. I feel for him.
Well, I'm not sure he will, but I'm not going to slag him.
Got to give him time. Got to give him time. Right, back pages for you. It's all about Unai Emery's side last night. High flying Aston Villa. Back page of the Times. Tielemans makes it 8 wins in a row for Aston Villa. Back page of the Mail. Pictures of Tielemans as well as his back page of the Telegraph and the pull-out there, the Telegraph Sport pull-out. Yuri the man. Also back page of the Sun, this amazing picture of Mo Salah and Jordan Henderson. Is this the Hend is the headline. Salah's summit with pal Jordan amid Saudi links. And it's exclusive this morning by Stephen Moyes in the Sun. Mo Salah met up with Jordan Henderson in a secret London rendezvous. Yeah, they met up at an Italian restaurant. They've been papped together and everybody's putting 2 and 2 together and saying that obviously.
Did you hear the American guy yesterday? What was his name? Was it Bob someone? Ben Harburg or something. And he's owner of one of the clubs, the smaller clubs in Saudi. He's basically saying we don't want Salah over here. He's past it. And I'm looking at this guy. Who are you?
Is Ronaldo past it?
Honestly. But anyway, he said the people I've spoken to are not happy. And I thought, well, who are you speaking to, mate? What, 3 guys in a coffee shop?
Right.
You know what I mean? Salah. He's only just gone off the ball, hasn't he? But then you can say that about a few Liverpool
Don't get me wrong, Jordan and Salah were teammates, but he's got to be sounding Jordan Henderson out about Saudi. He has to be.
Sure. I mean, if they're teammates, it's like someone will ring you up. Oh, I'm in London today. Oh, yeah, we meet up for coffee again.
Really? Got to be more to
it. Hey, who you can?
And then obviously fans fuming at the price of the tickets for the World Cup as well. Back page of the Times, it's Matt Lawton. FIFA urged to halt sales after cheapest ticket for next year's final in the USA set more than 3.
Are you going, Siobhan?
I'm going to be Scotland correspondent, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, no, luckiest person.
I think the front page of the Sun's the best, look.
Unbelievable.
I know. I heard that yesterday. That's a belter.
They barred him all from the pub.
That is a belter, by the way.
What's this story? I've not even
Starmer's barred.
They barred from all the pubs in around London.
But yeah, by the way, just ticket prices, doing quick maths this morning, and I'm not good at it. They don't call me Carol Vorderman, but say you're a family, you're looking at minimum 15,000 to 20,000 on tickets alone to go as a family, and that's to follow England everywhere. Ridiculous. Scotland, obviously.
But they know they're going to pay it. The England fans will pay it. But, it's just, it's putting a gun at their heads, isn't it?
And as Ray mentioned as well, you've not factored in the price of flights, the price of hotel. You're at least £600 to fly from London out to Boston.
Try and get a flight now. I bet you that. I bet
you best go to Benidorm and watch it or something like that.
Yeah, taking the sun elsewhere. But yeah, that's all over the back pages. We'll discuss that a little bit later on as well.
Okay, right. Coming up, we hear more from a new favourite person, Saudi football chairman Ben Harburg. Morning, Ben, who has admitted he wouldn't sign Salah if he had the option.
Backpage review on talkSPORT with Tesco Mobile for Business. Are you a small retailer? Get business phone bills for up to 40% less than the big mobile networks. For terms and verification, visit tescomobile.com/business.
League teams have got a load of crazy nicknames. Ever wondered where they came from? Some are pretty straightforward. Arsenal are the Gunners because they were founded by a group of munitions workers, and Bournemouth are the Cherries because their old stadium was built right next to a cherry orchard. Then there's Everton. They're dubbed the Toffees, but why? Well, because when the club was formed, just down the road there were 2 local toffee shops. Ipswich Town nicked their nickname off their opponents in the late 90s, Birmingham. The term Tractor Boys was chanted as a way to tease the team about their farming background, but they started using it themselves as a way to cheer on the team in victory instead. Take that, Birmingham. Let's head to Leicester, famous for more than just a red, well, orangey cheese and Jamie Vardy. Leicestershire's also the birthplace of fox hunting, hence the Foxes. Crystal Palace's nickname came from an extreme makeover. They were having a nightmare run in the 70s, and when they were relegated, their manager, Malcolm Allison, wasn't having it. I know what will make us better, he thought, a new nickname. The Strong and Deadly Eagle sounded like a pretty good bet. And there's more to that story. Brighton used Palace's nickname to inspire their own. Ooh, bird, they thought. Let's just pick a different one for us. And so, in a heated match between the two teams back in 1976, when Palace fans began chanting "Eagles, Eagles," Brighton fans had the perfect reply: "Seagulls, Seagulls." So next time the away ends chanting their crazy nickname, you'll now know exactly where it came from.
talkSPORT Breakfast with the Arnold Clark app. Everything for your car all in one place. Download today. Ray Parlour with me. The story of the week has been Mo Salin. It reminded me of the time that Ray Wordsworth Parlour, he wrote a wee poem for Mo in the much missed Poetry Corner.
Was it? With all the news out there, it's called Dear Mo.
Dear Mo.
This is for the Liverpool fans. Mo, Mo, Mo. Oh no, oh no, oh no. On the red side of Mersey, you're the man. You're a king. They worship your feet while you run down the wing. Don't leave now, not just yet. You can't go this soon. In Riyadh, they don't even have Weatherspoons. You're one of the greatest, everyone knows. Just ask Harry the Grass, he's down at the Rose. Down in Saudi, they will offer you dough upon dough. But please, Mo, just say no to the dough. Well, he's on good dough now, isn't he? At Liverpool, you don't need to go for the dough.
But don't worry about that.
You get a bit more, but how much more do you need? How much more do you need? I think he's going for a bad time.
Should we get Ray's Poetry Corner back?
No.
Yes, I think
that really ruined a lot of people's days. That did.
Well, Harry the Grass.
They used to turn it over when the old poetry come.
Saudi Arabia side Al Khaloud, the owner Ben Harburg, joined talkSPORT yesterday and was asked if a Saudi club really could sign Mo.
I can't speak for other clubs. I mean, and it's an easy narrative for agents and others to throw out that, Saudi Arabia is in the mix. As soon as that name comes in, the price tag goes up. It creates a bit of FOMO, a bidding war. And so I can see why a lot of people would be interested into the narrative. I've not spoken with any club specifically that said they were directly interested in him, but I can't speak for them. And who knows what ultimately transpires. I don't have that insight.
Well, who you been speaking to, Ben? Because yesterday you said as well, you spoke to some of the people there and they weren't happy at all about Mo coming. So who you been talking to?
I think they would be happy if he went there. He scored loads of goals, wouldn't he? In Saudi, I should imagine.
If you've just joined this morning, that meeting, in London.
He won't be going nowhere, Al. He'll be at Liverpool. He's just going for a bad bad spell now. All he's got to do, work hard in training. He'll be back in that side, score a couple of goals, and he get his form back. He get his form back.
As soon as Liverpool players get 9 out of 10 and start performing as a unit, then more will flourish.
And it was a great result the other day. They had away, Inter. So that was a really good, deserved win as well.
Yeah.
Should have been a penalty. Well, should have been a goal for Liverpool. Obviously, a little bit unlucky with the handball. But they deserve to win that game, and they've just got to get back on a run now, haven't they? And they're capable of doing it with the players they've got at Liverpool. So
yeah.
And Mo Salah will certainly be back in that side sooner or later and banging in the goals.
In Europe last night, guys, just check for me. Lincoln Red Imps, are they from Gibraltar? Because they had a victory last night. Something tells me they might be from Gibraltar. And if it's incredible what a result that was for them. 2-1, I think.
Well, we were just watching Robbie Van Persie, wasn't we?
But it's his boys playing as well.
They were up 4-3 there, last minute. The winning goal, FCSB, whoever they are.
They keep changing all the names.
I don't know who they are. I don't know what even country they're in.
Are they Yugoslav or something?
I don't know, Al.
Any chance, guys? Any chance? Yeah, who are they though? No, not the M's. No, you tube. Listen to Ray Boy saying
FCSB.
Yeah, FCSB. Who are
whoever they are.
Right, oh dear, honestly, you just can't get a staff. Crystal Palace, well, it's all rosy, had a party in Dublin last night.
Well, Crystal Palace are a whisker away from securing a place in the knockout phase of the Conference League. No confirmation yet, with other results still to come in, but they are in the mix for a top 8 finish, and it gave us a final score of Shelbourne 0, Crystal Palace 3.
Yeah, so it was Steaua Bucharest.
Yeah.
We beat Feyenoord, so my apologies to our Romanian friends out there. I wish they'd stop doing it, eh?
That was a great
Bilbao,
over the
Bilbao, Club Bilbao.
They've got a great history, haven't they? Steaua Bucharest.
Yeah, they have.
Back in the day, yeah.
Yeah, well, with Romania, also Yugoslavia.
They had some team Romania back, didn't they?
Yeah.
Haji, Petrescu.
Yeah, no.
That's some really good players.
And the Yugoslavs as well.
What was the year, the World Cup, when they all dyed their hair? They had a really good team that year.
Yeah, I remember it, but I don't know what year it was. Right, what a time to be a Palace fan. The first ever trophy was won in May, beating United in the Cup final. Then they beat Liverpool in the Community Shield in August. 4th in the Premier. Maybe we just thought it was a flash in the pan. No, 2 results.
He's a top manager.
Yeah, 4th in the Premier, and they're closing in their place in the last 16 of the Conference League. Ray, how long do you think?
They get a result this weekend as well.
How long can they keep this guy?
Well, I don't think he signed a contract, is he?
No, I think you're right, Glasner.
So he might run out at the end of the year. And
or is it the Fulham man?
No, I think it's Glasner. Obviously, if you're Steve Parish, you're trying to get him signed up very, very quickly, because he's done an unbelievable job at Palace. He really has. Some of the players.
End of the season, Ray. Glasner.
Yeah, exactly. So there'll be a lot of clubs who will be like just watching him. Maybe behind the scenes, Al, they've been doing deals now. I don't know. I mean, you never know what the end of the season's going to bring to a lot of clubs. Whether they change, but his stock is very high.
Another job it could come up saying, I'm not saying he's going to get it. Real Madrid, that could come up. Xavi's struggling.
His stock is big time at the moment. Winning a trophy with Palace with a budget they've got. He seems to make every single player better. So I think he's done a wonderful job. They've got Man City this weekend at Selhurst Park, which is a tricky game for City, but I think City are going to try and get a little bit of form going now. I've beaten Real Madrid in a week. So you probably put them as favourites for that game. But Palace, they're just enjoying themselves. The Palace fans will be absolutely buzzing at the moment, how they're playing. To win that FA Cup was a big trophy for them as well. And that gives you a lot of confidence as a team. And they've carried that on this season. And they deserve to be 4th. As much as Villa are having a good season, so are Palace.
We love a derby, don't we? Right, still to come on breakfast. Here we go. We're going where?
Here we go.
Oh, really? We've got a guest, have we? Well, where's that say that we've got a guest?
We've got to talk about the Palace result, Alice.
Eh?
Palace result last night.
All right, okay. Right. Well, I've got nothing down my sheet. All right, sorry, Bobby. I've got nothing on my sheet here. Bobby Manzi, Palace. Absolutely, the Eagles flying. Bobby, morning.
Morning, Bobby.
Morning from a rather dreary Dublin this morning.
Oh, you got a bit of a...
You must have just got in,
a bit of
didn't
a
you?
sore head, haven't we, Bobby?
Yeah, a little one. I think it was a big night last night after the game. Yeah, probably had about 3 hours sleep.
Lovely. But another good performance, Bobby. You must be absolutely, as a Palace fan, you must be really, really enjoying watching Palace play now. And the football they're playing as well is fantastic. And to win that FA Cup last year, the manager, a lot of credit must go down to the manager and what he's getting out of the players.
Yeah, absolute credit to the manager. I think perhaps out of all the sides in the Premier League, he's probably getting the most out of his players. Every single player to a man is performing above their level. They know the system inside out. Perhaps I don't think there's another team that play their system as well as Crystal Palace in the Premier League. Goals from all of the front three last night, which was quite promising to see, as Palace have lacked a bit of ruthlessness in front of goal this season, have failed to kill games off. So to actually finish a game before half-time yesterday, make the substitutions they plan to make, and obviously qualify, or all but qualify for the knockout phase, it was good to see. And perhaps in the Cups game next Thursday, still in a chance of finishing in the top 8 in the automatic spots. But Palace are going to make 11 changes for that game, between that game and the Leeds game, because Oliver Glasner said he won't play the same players 2 days in a row.
Are you worried about January if someone comes in for 1 or 2 of your players? Is that a big worry?
I think Palace have recruited really well. So even if you look, they've lost Ebrecheze, Michael Elise.
Yeah, 2 great players. I was going to bring them up. 2 smashing players.
Yeah, and they've replaced both of those players extremely well with Ismail Assar, Jeremy Pino. So it's almost, whenever they lose a big name, it's about improving the collective as a whole. And maybe you might not bring another superstar in, but what you can do is you can work the system out and get more system-based players, if you like, to make it more cohesive as a whole.
Well, Gahey's the one, isn't he? He's the one who's not signed a contract, probably, but you need to keep him till the end of the season. Look, they'd be tempted probably to take the money in January if an offer come in, but I think that Glasner's more or less said, look, we still got a lot to play for. Champions League football, we're sitting in a position we could be in Champions League next year, which would be amazing for the club.
And the thing about Mark Gay as well is I struggled to see him leaving in January, because as a footballer who's earned a hell of a lot less than he should have done over the last 2 to 3 years, why on earth would he walk away from a huge signing on fee at the start of next season?
Yeah.
When why would he help Palace out? Essentially, it's down to him now. He'll be in it for himself. He'll want to take the signing on fee, and I don't think he'll leave in January. I don't think it'll make sense. He'll have pretty much the pick of the top clubs in the summer on a free transfer, especially after the World Cup. So yeah, I think he'll be here to the end of the season.
Are you worried about the manager as well? Because I think his contract's up at the end of the season as well, and what he's done at Palace, and there'll be a lot of clubs may be interested in taking Glasner.
Yeah, the manager is the worry, because he keeps talking about making sure the visions align between him and the board. And as far as I understand at the moment, the visions aren't quite aligned, which means he won't sign a new contract. Where we stand today, I fail to see him signing a new deal, which obviously means he would leave the club at the end of the season. Whether that means he goes into another job or takes a year out and bides his time and waits for the right opportunity for him is interesting to see. But where we stand currently, they need to make up a lot of ground to align their visions of where they see Crystal Palace Football Club going. I think he still is quite frustrated with the fact that Palace didn't go further in the summer to strengthen the squad and have a full squad capable of competing in Europe and the Premier League. I think he sees very much at the moment that he's got an 11, but beyond that, the depth isn't quite there, and I think he's quite disappointed with that.
Bobby, listen, enjoy. Last night must have been great. But from a Palace point of view, it's been a great season so far, and long may it continue. Well done, Bobby. Thank you. Bobby Manzi on Palace last night, winning in Dublin, having a little party. Right, the lines 03717 223344. Give us a call. Time Weir Derby is back. What a cracker. Try and get a ticket for that if you're a Newcastle fan. It's a belter. That's coming up next, 6:45.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. Download the new improved app to easily manage your accounts and quotes.
Okay, Alan Brazil and Ray Parlour with you this Friday morning. What do we know? Forest won away in Europe for the first time in 30 years. I can't believe that, Ray. An Igor Jesus strike in Utrecht moved Sean Dyche's team up to 11th in Europa League table. Elsewhere, wins for Villa and Palace, but oh dear, losses for Celtic, Aberdeen and Rangers. Tottenham will try to sell Bissouma in January after a second video emerged that appears to show the midfielder inhaling laughing gas. Oh no. Have Arsenal had a lucky escape not signing him? And Luke Littler began the defence of the PDC World Championship title, a straight set victory over Darius Labanowski of Lithuania. Luke spoke to talkSPORT's Dance afterwards and discussed his little altercation with infamous Ali Pali Wasp. Not again.
I seen it in the second set, or halfway through the first, can't remember, and then it just disappeared. I was like, yeah, it's gone. And then as soon as the interview comes, it comes back. But yeah, managed to dodge it.
Did you enjoy your 4 days off before? Did you seriously, really chill out in the run?
Yeah, I chilled out. I practiced day before we travelled down for an hour and a half. But before that, I had three nights of exhibitions: Norwich, then down to Croydon, down to Portsmouth. So I was a bit exhausted from the travelling. But yeah, I had a few days off and I managed to get some practice in before we travelled down.
So I presume another few days of chilling out are on the way, right? What's the?
Yeah, I think I'm going to chill out now until Monday. Be heading up to Old Trafford on Monday to see us play Bournemouth. But after the United game, I'll put a few hours in.
Oh, brilliant! He's a natural, isn't he?
Oh, You know,
he's a Rory McIlroy.
Yeah, some of the guys in LA don't practice, plays on his PC,
I know,
plays games and stuff.
He's a natural.
But he's now, you know, he's got more pressure on him now.
When's he playing Dean Saunders?
Yeah. He has. He's got more pressure on him. But listen, what he's accomplished is brilliant.
18 years old, amazing.
You were with Russ Bray yesterday. He told us that his academy in Soam, out near Newmarket, you can't get in now. It's more.
No. Well, there's a lot more kids playing now. I'm
Those
sure.
Scottish kids, brilliant.
And look, the prize money, Al, is you know, suddenly it's gone through the roof, isn't it? Barry Earn's done a brilliant job, absolutely fantastic to get it going. You can't get a ticket now, Al, for the Ali Pally. It's amazing how busy it is. But I was with Nathan yesterday, Nathan Aspinall. He'll have a chance. No, he's in good form yesterday. He said, look, I'm going to give everything I've got. And he's got to be up there, surely, with one of the favourites, to win it.
And by the way, I'm just looking ahead who we got coming up in the next hour. Harmy. You tend to forget about the Ashes, don't you?
Yeah, you have.
After the debacle so far.
Well,
it's a great shame, isn't it?
When's the next one? Is it
this weekend?
Is it where?
Wednesday, Adelaide.
Adelaide, yeah.
City of Churches. But I was with guys yesterday, flew to Perth for the test.
They're still having a great time, though. The Barmy Army. Yeah, even though they're losing, but they still look like they're having a good time.
I know, but it's
better with you,
obviously. A few days. Anyway, the action continues at Ali Pally and talkSPORT 2 from 12:30. Don't forget, talkSPORT 2, 12:30. Download the talkSPORT app. Listen for free. All tournament, of course. That game between United and Bournemouth is live on talkSPORT. Luke Littler will be there. United just... I wonder what United, if they can put a run together.
Well, they're up there, haven't they?
Yeah.
They're certainly up there.
With the PDC World Darts Championship now underway and just 1 week to go, talkSPORT and Pitch Experiences are giving you the chance to be there. Tickets are gold dust at the event of the year on the 23rd of December. What a pre-Christmas day that is. You and three mates will be living it up large. Platinum seats, fine dining, complimentary bar, exclusive access to the 501 lounge with Russ the Voice Bray. Party Parlour will be there as well. Then it's straight to your Prime Arena table for the best view in the house. Get ready for an unforgettable Ali Pally Christmas. Here's how you can enter. Listen up, grab a pen. For your chance to win, text DARTS to 83338. DARTS to 83338. Text costs £2 plus your standard network rate, or call 0343 42 17508. I'll give you it again. 0343 42 17508. Well, that's all we've got time for on the Sports Breakfast this morning. Jimmy, what a phone number.
What's the number?
Honestly, lines close 4 o'clock, 18th of December. That's when you need to answer your phone if it rings. 18 plus. UK residents only. So if you chance to win, text darts to 83338 now.
I'll have a phone.
This is a network promotion. Full T's and C's at talksport.com. Right, time for this. Here.
In a spot, that's how the smile you got, and I love you. You make me out a clown, and you put me down. I still love you.
I just like the things you do. Shabana's back.
Name that tune.
Because I love you.
Bye.
It is Noddy and the boys. Noddy Holder.
Is that Slade?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Now.
Dead right. Virgin Radio Legends. Tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. If you're getting ready for a big Christmas night out, whack Alan on as you get your glad rags on. Virgin Radio Legends. How was the first show?
Listen, I sat there in my room and there was nothing much in telling. I just flicked it over and I must admit,
it was quite good.
I enjoyed the music. No, not me. I enjoyed the music.
Yeah, the music's unreal.
The second one's done, so we'll see. You know, there's going to be one every Saturday now for a while.
Absolutely. I mean, if you haven't heard this is
Christmas
Alan
one soon. When you're doing a Christmas
show?
Christmas one will be just before Christmas, of course.
Yeah, but have you done it yet?
But when do you record it?
That's what I'm saying. When you're going to record it?
Next week.
Right, fine.
And do you know what, Ray? The way things are going, I might be able to get a Bentley like you.
You need a bigger safe out.
Slade, Cause I Love You was number one on this day in 1971. Also on this day
71.
in 1971, the Lakers set an NBA record with 21 consecutive wins. What was life like in 1971?
71, I was a kid in Glasgow, playing under 13 football.
Oh.
Dreaming of...
Was you always a striker?
Who for?
No, I wasn't. I was sort of left-footed anywhere.
Left wing? Left back?
No, not left wing. Left midfield, left back. Midfield. And then suddenly I thought, what am I doing here? Get up a bit. And
Get
my
glory.
final year, all the goals came, and that was it. That was the start of it.
Who did you play for when you were 13?
I played. Who did I play? Simshill Athletic. Played for the Cubs. Loved that. The Scouts.
Yep.
And then played. Eventually went to Celtic Juniors.
Okay, all of Alan's history from the 70s coming up for you tomorrow on Virgin Radio Legends. But we're going to test him now and how much he knows about music. With current legends, beat the intro, lads. You're up against each other.
I don't know.
From the first beat of the song, you need to tell me the artist. You get an extra point for telling me the name of the song. DJ Ed, first song, please.
Robbie Williams. When I Wish Away.
Angels.
When I Wish Away.
Yeah. So I don't mind that coming. I can't do it.
He's a legend.
Fine. Well done, yeah. Robbie Williams is a legend. He was on Drive as well last week.
Was he, man?
DJ Ed, number 2.
Tottenham fan. Adele.
Adele.
Very good singer.
Can you get the name of the song? Very famous song.
Someone.
Yeah.
Someone like you.
You do it.
There you go. Banger, by the way.
Very
This is a great song.
She's great, isn't she?
She's very good.
Great voice.
Number 3, DJ Ed.
I know that
American. Britney.
Who? Whitney?
Whitney.
You said Britney.
Britney Spears.
But can't you say? Name that
I
song.
don't know.
Is it Britney?
Yeah.
I'm not in it.
Toxic.
Toxic, well done. Ray
I'm not
Parlour.
in Britney. No.
3 out of 3.
Come on, Alan.
Well, Brittany is on the way for you next week on Virgin Radio Legends. See,
No,
that's
she isn't.
something.
No,
She's your special guest
no,
next
she
week.
is not.
Oh, Alan.
I've got my No.
Do your
she's
homework, Al.
Not bad.
Brittany.
Not bad. We'll be listening tomorrow night, 6 o'clock on Virgin Radio.
Give us early 70s, please.
Okay, no, that's next time. They are all legends, though. You can't take that from them.
Yeah.
But it's good fun, by the way.
Yeah, it's
and
good.
I work with the team are really good as well. So it's
What better than your
different.
team here?
Oh, much better.
Really?
Much better.
What do you prefer, the producer?
No,
and
I
the
prefer
DJ?
them all.
Really?
Oh, yeah, much better.
Merry Christmas, talk
Oh, it's nice. There's no chairs coming in and out of the studio, and there's no tangled headphones. You know, they seem to be prepared.
Right.
But it is a bit later on in the morning, so I'll give you that.
Yeah, that's right.
Coming up, we turn our attention to a huge game coming this weekend. Sunderland take on Newcastle. And we'll also find out why Haaland is inspired by Greek mythology.
are many sporting rivalries that can boast years of history, ferocious tensions and iconic tussles that ignite the fans to their very core. But when it comes to the battle of the mind games and the verbal exchanges in the heat of battles down the decades, the Ashes stands alone. So here are some of the most memorable Ashes housery moments. Few figures in Ashes history were despised by the opposition more than Douglas Jardine. He was the granite-jawed architect of the notorious 1932 Bodyline series, which sent shockwaves through the sport that still reverberate nearly a century later. One day, the hurricane met the tornado as Jardine met Yabba. As the name suggests, Yabba, real name Stephen Harold Gascoigne, was a heckler who became so famous that a statue was made of him. When Jardine was on the boundary swatting away some flies, Yabba yelled the immortal line, "Jardine, leave our flies alone. They're the only friends you've got here." Like Jardine before him, Stuart Broad is another figure who had a particular gift for riling the Aussie public, mainly due to his jaw-dropping survival at Trent Bridge in 2013, when he very visibly nicked off to slip and refused to walk. Broad is somewhat the modern housery king. He officially became a sorcerer in 2023 when his random bail swaps twice bought a wicket with the next ball at the Oval. 3 tests earlier, after that Carey Bairstow run-out, Broad made sure he was right in the thick of the pantomime. Wicketkeeper Ian Healy issued one of the great lines towards Nasser Hussain. When Steve Waugh told Ricky Ponting to field right under Hussain's nose, Healy remarked, "That could be anywhere within a 3-mile radius." Poor Nass. But perhaps the most poetic of sledges came from bowler of lightning bolts Dennis Lillee, about the Yorkshireman of Yorkshiremen, Geoffrey Boycott, about whom Lillee wrote this: "He's the only fellow I've met who fell in love with himself at a young age and has remained faithful ever since." Priceless.
Good morning. Coming up to 7:05. By the way, just I'm pleased for Jamie Vardy doing well over there. He's got that pace to get behind still, hasn't he?
Of course he has.
Do you know what? As soon as he mentioned it there, Nick, I'm thinking, why did his missus and Wayne's missus not just come in agreement instead of paying lawyers?
Both a bit stubborn, I should imagine.
And give it to charity or something.
Well, I could teach you on that. You know, the only people who win when you go to a court case are the lawyers, and they wind each other up. That's the problem you have.
Anyway, by the way, I'm just looking at TNT Sports on our. It's
brilliant. Look at that.
Yeah. You got Ali, you got McManaman, you got Stevie Gerrard and Fletch, the commentator. Why is Ali's the only glass empty there? Right.
He's only read one, Ali.
Motorway.
Yeah.
God, he's all over the place, isn't he?
He's everywhere.
Look, he's holding court as well.
Two top players there, Al. Steve McManaman.
Ali texted me last night. Not happy.
Stevie Gerrard, what a player.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic.
And McManaman, the great
player, Steve. Real Madrid as well, wasn't he?
Right, on the way for you this morning, we're going to set the stage for the weekend's massive Weirtime derby with Newcastle Sunderland legends Lee Clark and John O'Shea. Ian Holloway prepares to take high-flying Swindon. Well done, Ollie's done it again.
Done a great job.
He's done it again. So he takes his side Swindon to his beloved Bristol Rovers tomorrow. He'll tell us how he'll deal with Mo Salah, or how he would deal with him if he was in Arne Slot's position, and we'll find out if Ray thinks that Jesus is a better striking option for Arsenal than Victor Gyökeres. But Havertz, when is he coming back?
Well,
Havertz?
he should be fit soon. He's been out a while, hasn't he? But it's going to take a little bit of time to get up to speed again. You can train as much as you like, Al, but it's not like match fitness. So he might then, but probably have a few games behind closed doors, I should imagine, to get him up to speed. But it's good options to have. And Havertz, you know, he's a real handful. He can play midfield, centre forward. He's done a great job. You have Marino can play up there as well. Who's done a great job. So now there's options. You've got Jesus, you've got Gyökeres, as you mentioned, and you know you've got to get the right formula. Yeah. They've got to get the right strike.
So Mikel, stop whinging. Right, I've one or two emails having a go at me saying, "Stop having a go at you, Ed. Ed's been here as long as you. Stop having a go."
How long's he been here, Ed?
So Ed, I'm playing this just for you. Oh no, I forgot. Ed's more into flying carpets than he is breaking plates, isn't he?
He's got the hump with the trains at the moment, Ed.
Old Alibaba over there. A bit of Zorba the Greek to start your Friday morning up at why? Well, there's a great spread in the back of the Sun this morning. Haaland dressed as a Greek warrior as he's revealed his celebration after scoring the winner for City at the Bernabeu on Wednesday night. The Norwegian striker's revealed that he's been inspired by watching films based on Greek mythology, and his celebration was a nod to Greek hero Achilles. Right away I was thinking of Troy. Brad Pitt. Troy. Yeah. That was a great movie for me. Great movie.
Absolutely. But see, I like comedies better, Al.
No, I'm the opposite to you, mate.
You like the war films, don't you?
Yeah, I'm really... See, Mobland. I love Mobland.
If you ever feel a bit like, oh, I'm not great day today, you put a bit of comedy on, bit of Inspector Clouseau.
No, it's not for me.
Life of Brian.
Yeah.
Is like that?
No.
Monty Python.
I was never a Monty.
And the Holy Grail.
No, I wasn't a Monty fan.
No. John Cleese, legend.
Fawlty Towers now and again.
Fawlty Towers was brilliant. You know, all those sort of Only Fools and Horses.
Who was Achilles?
What?
Who was Achilles?
Whereabouts on your leg is it?
No, who was Achilles?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, he was that. If you think of Troy, when they invade Troy and get through the walls in the wooden horse.
Yeah, don't
get me wrong, it wasn't 100% accurate, but Achilles, Brad Pitt, gets he gets the old arrow in the back, and he's Achilles, and it kills him.
Well, to be fair, Al, that's an injury.
That could be a Hollywood.
That's an injury you don't want if you're a footballer.
Ooh,
Achilles.
I've seen mine a few times, but
when you snap it, it's a serious one. You're out for a long time. Achilles.
Well, let's pray he doesn't get one. Ray, do you think he's the best player in the world now, Haaland? How much would you spend him if Arsenal could buy him?
Oh, he wouldn't be out.
Would it be 200 million?
Be too much money, but he's worth every penny because Man City got an absolutely unbelievable deal. I think he was like 60, 70 million, wasn't he? There was a clause in his contract when he left and went to City. Obviously, there was a lot of...
Well, his dad was looking after him.
Yeah, Alfie's his agent, probably. Keep it in the family, as they say, the money, which is great. But he's been absolutely brilliant. Did you see the game the other night, Real Madrid?
Yes.
Brilliant result, but what's Rudiger doing?
Yeah, but he was
like a rugby tackle.
I said that before.
He can do that, can't he?
He is.
When he was at Chelsea.
Temperamental.
But it was a great run from Haaland. He would have been in the back of the net anyway, in a certain penalty. But he's been absolutely... His record...
Just lately, his strength, his pace, he's so strong.
He's enjoying it, isn't he? He's enjoying his football. And he's only going to get better, Al. He's only... People forget how old he is.
Well, Alan Shearer was great, but Haaland at the moment, goals per game...
Has he signed a 10-year contract at Man City?
I don't know.
I think he signed a really long contract, so he could be there a long time and beat a load of records. Not just
we love a derby, don't we? Sunderland take on Newcastle. Will he be there? I'm talking about Harmy, the first time the pair have met since Newcastle were victorious at the Stadium Light 3-0 in the FA Cup. But this is a different Sunderland this time round. They sit 9th in the league, 1 point and 3 places ahead of the Magpies, having earned impressive draws against Arsenal, Liverpool. They've beaten Chelsea. So after years of black and white dominance, is the tide shifting in the North Sea? Right, Harmy, very good morning.
Morning, Al. Morning, Ray.
Morning, Harmy.
I see you shaking your head there. No chance. First of all, Harmy, have you got a ticket for the game?
No, I'm not going to the game. No, I mean, I think the last time I was at Stadium Light for a Newcastle Sunderland game was Shearer's last game. So no, I'll be watching it on TV. I'll play golf in the morning, watch it on TV. But you're right. I mean, that game that you're on about when Newcastle won 3-0 is a bit of a free hit for Sunderland. Sunderland were sort of middle table championship team. It was men against boys during that game, and now it just shows you how far Sunderland have come and how much the derby's wandered in the northeast. I mean, workplaces over the course of the last 7 days, 14 days, there'll be both sides. They'll be going, I just can't wait for Monday morning. I'm frightened about what the game's going to be. How much stick we're going to get if my team loses. And I think credit to Sunderland on how far they've come, because you could argue Sunderland are potentially favourites with Newcastle's away record.
Yeah.
And being at St James, being at the Stadium Light.
Harmy, tell me, around Newcastle's 100% black and white, and Sunderland the same. What about the in-betweens? What about Durham and places like that? Are they mixed?
Yeah, well, I mean, Ashington, where I am in the north, further north than Newcastle, the coal mining area, the coal mining system in the northeast had a lot of obviously Newcastle and Sunderland fans, and there was a lot of Sunderland fans move north of Newcastle when pitch closed closer to Sunderland. So there's a Ashington branch of the Sunderland Supporters Club, I think, or Elton branch. So there are pockets of either supporters in their sort of in Newcastle and in Sunderland. So I was fortunate to play for Durham cricket for 18 years, where I mean on a Friday afternoon, Thursday and Friday afternoon, you had Newcastle fans sitting next to each other watching the cricket. And then they'd not speak to each other for 48 hours while the derby was on, and then they go back to speak to each other and wearing their colours the following week. So,
well, Chesterley Street, was that not where Brian came from? Brian Robson
and
Bobby Robson used to watch a lot of cricket there.
Bobby was always at the cricket. He was always at the cricket. One of our supporters, the Banks group, Bobby was very, very close to John. Bobby was from Langley Park, which is between Chester Street and Durham. So yes, there's a lot of, from a Durham point of view, from the cricket point of view, we brought fans closer together. But this is a great week, and I think this is what both supporters have never sort of wanted the other side to do well over the course of the last sort of 10 years. I think what they've wanted, what supporters have wanted, them both in the same division. And it makes it more spicy when they're both in the top half or close to the top half of the Premier League, the top division. So that's the most important thing that's probably going to come out of this week. But boy, it's going to be feisty, going to be fiery. I still think Newcastle will win. I've backed Newcastle to win 3-1 just because I think the power that Newcastle have.
And that'll be Sunderland's first home defeat.
I mean, Gordon's in good form at the moment, Anthony Gordon. Yeah. He's certainly turned the corner. He's scoring goals. He's really looking dangerous on that left-hand side. But I think the midfield, Harmy, for me, is where the game will be won. Gamiras, you've got Tonali, Joelinton. I don't know if they're all fit and ready to go. But you look at Sunderland's midfield, Siddiqui and Xhaka. They've been absolutely brilliant in that central midfield area. Xhaka and Siddiqui were on yellow cards as well. One more yellow card, they would have missed the game. So I think they took them off against City and made sure they'd be ready for the derby. But that midfield area is going to be really intriguing to see who gets the better of each other.
It is, and it's also going to be, hopefully from a black and white point of view, that Joelinton's going to be fit. He came off in Leverkusen with a little bit of a groin problem. I would think he was fit because when he came off, there was a few exchange words between Eddie Howe and Joelinton, because I think Joelinton never ever wants to come off.
No,
he always feels as though he's the man that's going to go and sort of run over the top of people, and he's invincible. And I think Eddie Howe was like, just sit down. Joelinton wasn't happy when he came off, and I think Eddie was like, sit down. I've made the decision. You're not going on. So I think hopefully he's going to be all right. Right, you're right. I think Siddiqui. We knew what I think Xhaka was going to bring to Sunderland. He's been excellent in leadership qualities, in performance, and everything. He's been, the difference, I think, from Sunderland being where Burnley and Leeds are possibly as a club coming up to now being in the top half because of his leadership qualities. I think Siddiqui's done really, really well as well. But I think Tonali, Ramirez looked as though they were okay from the other night. Miley was excellent when he came on the other night. You've got some you've got something different in Willock and Ramsey, but I think Joe Linton's the key, because in that 3-0 win in the FA Cup, his power, and his ability to sort of, break up play was massive in that game at St James's, in Stadium of Light in the FA Cup.
Yeah. Harmy will talk on Wednesday as we build up to, well, I don't know what we're building up to, Harmy. But of course, yeah.
If Newcastle get beat on Sunday, and the way England's gone, I'm going into hibernation for the winter.
Hibernate.
Harmy, nice one. Have a great weekend. Thank you, Stevie Harmison.
Boys.
There you go. I'll tell you what, I'll have an even tenner with you that Big Dan Byrne gets booked, that's for sure.
Well, I think there'll be quite a few bookings in that game, I should imagine.
Coming up with a ton of attention to the absolute robbery. That is the ticket prices for the World Cup finals. Have FIFA managed to ruin the greatest competition in world sport? 03717 223344. That's the number to call and have your say. Just gone 7:15. 22. Can't be. I keep meaning to go to that ABBA concert.
ABBA Voyager?
Yeah. You tell me it's fantastic.
I've never been out, but I would. I like a bit of ABBA.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Can't go wrong, can you? A couple of drinks. That's great.
What's the musical out? What's that one?
That's it, Voyager.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Are you thinking of Bjorn again?
No, there's another one, isn't there? I'm sure there's another one. But
No.
Oh,
whereabouts is it? What theatre? Mamma Mia, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that was the first one.
I've seen that. That's brilliant.
Have you?
At the theatre?
Really good, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, what are you smiling at?
Well, I'll be damned.
You got to.
Hey, I'll be damned.
You got to get some brownie points sometimes. Al.
Here we go again. That's just Sue Ellen.
I've only been there once.
Popcorn.
Here we go again.
Right, talks about breakfast. Shaban is back. What we got, Shaban?
Well, money. Rich man's world. It's not the case for a lot of fans who want to travel to the World Cup. This is the big story this morning.
Shocking.
Absolute uproar over the price of these tickets. So say you're an England fan and you want to follow England to the World Cup this summer. You're looking at the group games, a total of £470 for all of your group games, the quarterfinals.
Is that the cheapest tickets?
That's the cheapest, yeah. Cheapest quarter-final ticket is £508, semi-final ticket £687, and a final ticket is £3,000.
That's just nonsense.
That's your cheapest ticket.
Oh.
Yeah, absolutely.
Should hang their heads in shame.
They should. I mean, you're looking at over $5,000 to follow England. Not to mention, you've got your flights from London out to Boston.
Hotel.
At least you're £700 for that. By the way, Scotland for their group games coming in at £495. For those 3 games.
Really? In Boston and New York?
Yes. Well, Boston for the 2
Miami
games,
and Miami.
then Miami
Yeah,
for the Brazil game. So it would be 30 times more than if you followed England in the Euros final to Germany all the way through. 30 times more is what you're looking at paying us.
It's just disgusting.
What happens here? I mean, is it a case of a fan boycott?
Do you know what the problem is? They will sell all the tickets though. That's the problem you've got. People will pay.
It's one of them. It could be once in a lifetime.
Yeah, exactly. So the Scottish fans will definitely go because, it's a dream come true for Scotland to be at the World Cup. And they will sell all the tickets.
Yeah.
It's
I tell you what,
supply and demand, as they say.
Shaban, do you read books?
Do I read books?
Right.
I'll look at the pictures, yeah.
There's a great book about Celtic's travels when they were in Europe, the old competition knockout. Jerry McNee wrote it. It's called You Never Walk Alone, and it tells you the story of different fans, how they got there.
Oh, yeah.
What happened when they got there, who stayed there, who got home. It's brilliant. It's a long time ago I read it, but it's brilliant.
And you're right, fans will dig deep to get the
They will be saving up probably last year.
Yeah, as we spoke to members of the Travel in England supporters group, who follow them everywhere, they're dipping into life savings.
Yeah.
That's what they have to do. Whereas
it shouldn't be that, should it?
It's a shame. It is a shame, yeah.
No, I mean, as they say, football's for the fans, but it feels
With the
like it's
country
for
as
the
well,
rich
what
fans.
we're in, it's costing a lot of money, everything's going up, and tax more and all that, and then they've got to shell out money for that as well. I mean,
what do you think about FIFA with this? I mean, are they seriously close to destroying the tournament?
I think it's supply and demand, Shaban, and they know that people will
pay it.
And they're not taking into consideration some of the fans who scrimp and scrape
working
to
class
watch, and under working class people who really can't afford it, but somehow find it. They borrow, beg, steal, and borrow to get there. I was there. I remember that to tell their kids. And FIFA are just totally abusing them.
Yeah, it's always about the money. We know that. Even looking back at the draw last week, that was just a bit different as well, wasn't it? It just doesn't really relate to football fans anymore, and that's the frustration from others. But the reaction to this online, people are fuming, they're horrified. But as you guys mentioned, they're probably going to dig deep and do what they can to make sure that they're there. But you're right. I mean, it's the same for Scotland as well. The amount of money we're going to have to spend to do that travel to get to all of those games. But do you think the FA should speak up on this and make sure that they know? I don't think
they've got anything.
The UEFA and the FA, FIFA and the UEFA.
No chance.
FIFA will just laugh at the FA. See what's they got? Bigger fish to fry. We've got some of the big nations. Don't get me wrong, England. FIFA, England, and England could win it, so they should listen to what the FA. But do you think the FA are going to get involved in that?
Do they do a statement? Do they
want to be on FIFA?
Well, the cheapest World Cup final ticket is 7 times more what the final price was in Qatar 3 years ago. I mean, that's mental.
That is mental.
You know.
But it will be a great World Cup, there's no doubt. Razzmatazz, Americans, it will be good. But you've got to pay the top dollar for it. And it is a shame. You've got to think of all your beer money and all that sort of stuff out. Ain't cheap out there, is it?
And then he was pondering to the American president one day, and here's your peace prize and all that. What do they call him in America? Fanny Tantino, innit? That's what they call him, I think. Right, 7:26. Let's speak to the fans in this one. Luca's a United fan and wants to have his say. Good morning, Luca.
Morning, guys. How
Morning,
are we?
Luca.
What do you make of this, Luca, this pricing?
I think you've summed it up tremendously well. It's disgraceful.
Yeah.
The thing that goes to us as well as a passionate England fan follower for many years, we've been to the last 3 tournaments, myself and my son, and the desire would be to take my 2 young boys over to the US as well. Now, the undiscussed element is I've got to pay for those as well. So it's not just 400 quid for the group, it's 1,200 quid. It's not just the final, it's 12 grand for the final, plus flights, plus sustenance, plus hotels. It's a travesty, really. And the embarrassing thing is, I still think I'm going to swallow the pill and try and head over, such is the passion for England.
Yeah, well, I get that.
Yeah.
I do, but, don't put yourself in trouble. At the end of the day, it's... You go
living is more important.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. But look, you're right, and thanks for pointing that out, Luca. Okay, coming up 7:28 on talkSPORT. We'll keep calls on this. I think it's a disgrace. 03717 2233 44.
Sport is often filled with people trying to make a quick buck, often at fans' expenses. But sometimes someone on the fringes comes up with an exhibition idea that goes down a storm. Let me tell you about a couple of them. Mallorca 2007. Rafa Nadal and Roger Federer compete in what was dubbed the Battle of the Surfaces, a unique idea that reportedly almost got cancelled at the last minute when worms got into the grass. An 11th hour turf delivery got the match on, and despite some dodgy bounces on the new green stuff, Rafa and Roger slugged out a 3-set epic. Tennis has a history of exhibitions too. game, with the Battle of the Sexes in 1973 captivating audiences worldwide as Billie Jean King took on the former world #1 men's player Bobby Riggs, who talked down the women's game. Billie Jean King won. In motorsport, there was Monzanapolis in the 50s when American Indy cars went up against European F1 cars. But perhaps the best exhibitions have been the charity ones. In 1998, legends like Mike Atherton, Sachin Tendulkar and Glenn McGrath turned out at Lord's for a one-dayer in memory of Princess Diana. And since 2006, we've had Soccer Aid, which has raised an incredible amount of money. And if you get to see the likes of Jose Mourinho taking out Ollie Mers, then what's not to like?
This is talkSPORT Breakfast. You all right there, Ray?
It's like playing Twister.
Ed.
Tangled up there.
It's a joke, honestly. They want me to put a set of them on. No chance. talkSPORT Breakfast with me, Brazil Ray Parlour and Arnold Clark app. Everything for your car all in one place. Download today. Let's take another call. Oh, God, do we have to? This is disgrace. FIFA ticket prices for the World Cup, they're ludicrous. I was at a table yesterday. They're just shaking their head in dismay. These are guys that follow England cricket, England rugby, England football everywhere.
That's where they do a lot of screening.
Darren is a Spurs and England fan, and Darren has called us the number 03717 223344. Darren, very good morning, mate.
Morning, Darren.
Good morning. Regarding the England the tickets for the World Cup for all these fans coming from Europe and everywhere, the reason why this is happening is FIFA want the celebrity fans. They don't want the true fans anymore.
Yeah.
They want celebrities.
Darren, are you a big England fan? I know you're a Tottenham fan, but were you thinking of going? Are you still going?
I'm not going to go. It's too expensive. I can't justify that sort of money. It's if it was Europe, I would go, but America, you're talking about the flight as well.
Yeah.
Hotels, yeah.
Nah, Darren, do me a favour, and honestly, you might be able to afford it. But even if you can, I wouldn't give that
Sometimes it's just principle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, principle.
I tell you what, I'd like Ollie, our producer. Can you find out what a season ticket at Spurs and Arsenal is, and then lob that on to watch England in the World Cup? Just give me an idea, net how much that costs for one season. A season ticket either Spurs or Arsenal, and to follow England, say to the semi-finals, something like that.
Well, I bought two tickets.
Most people cannot afford that.
Well, to be fair, there is affordable tickets as well. I've got two for Arsenal Wolves for someone tomorrow night.
Oh, by the way, I'm not going to go Arsenal.
£40 each,
yeah.
which is that's not too bad. You look watching a Premier League game.
But a season ticket, if you're a big fan, season ticket plus you follow England.
Oh yeah. But people play it out. The problem is, as we mentioned earlier, supply and demand. Arsenal, you can't get a ticket. So they must be doing something right. I know they're playing well on the pitch and whatever, but you can't. There's waiting lists out for every single part of the Emirates where you're waiting to get a ticket if you can.
Yeah.
So it just shows you they sell out every single year, and Tottenham will probably be similar. You can't get a ticket there. Liverpool, all these sort of sides that people keep their season tickets.
Yeah,
and look, there are some people do. They are affordable, some of these season tickets. So, and it is great entertainment now, isn't it? Premier League is great entertainment.
I tell you, we will get season tickets soon. It'll be Ibrox or Parkhead.
you get plenty up there.
Jesus. Yeah. Now, a brand new podcast for you is out now. How to win the World Cup. Maybe we need one just how to pay for the World Cup. That's a good idea. How do we get to America, Mexico,
the cheapest
Canada?
way.
How do you pay? That's a new podcast. Anyway, this is great. Join comedian Matt Ford as we dive head first into the podcast that will hopefully give us all the answers. We learn what it really takes to win and get to a World Cup. This week, who better to tell us the secrets to succeed than former World Cup winner, the brilliant Imani Petit. So go and check out How to Win the World Cup podcast. It's out now, available on YouTube, the talkSPORT app, or your favourite podcast provider. Now, though, what a turnaround it's been. We're talking Aston Villa after a slow start to the season.
I think now when you're looking at the squad, it's massively unbalanced.
Feels like they're a little bit light in certain areas. At the start of the season, it had gone stale.
Maybe the season where Aston Villa try and get into the top 10. Aston Villa.
Let's get in there. That first Premier League win of the season. Relief all around Villa Park. Full time, Villa 3, Fulham 1.
The celebrations coming from the away end over to the left-hand side. It finishes Tottenham 1, Aston Villa 2.
That top 4, that top 3, if they can compete with the other teams that are competing with that.
There is the final whistle. And Aston Villa have beaten Manchester City. What a game. Brighton 3, Aston Villa 4.
We are only trying to compete as better as possible.
We need to be more sensible. There's still a long way to go.
Villa have just given the rest of the Premier League an early gift. A proper title race. Aston Villa 2, Arsenal 1. Villa are looking in control now of the race for a top 8 finish. 15 points from their 6 games in the Europa League as it finishes in Switzerland. Basel 1, Aston Villa 2.
He likes the European Cups, Emery, doesn't he, eh?
Yeah, he knows how to win them.
But if Villa, fantastic Villa, the way they're going at the moment. From 4 games in a row at the start of the season without scoring a goal and being in the relegation spot to absolutely flying in the Premier League and in Europe. Right, let's get more on Villa's incredible turnaround. Don't forget they go down to West Ham at the weekend. The former defender James Collins joins us. James, morning.
Morning, James.
Morning, boys. How are we?
Oh, very, very well. And Villa, I'm looking at that table and Ray's looking at it. It looks as if Arsenal were real strong favourites. Now, all of a sudden, you think, crikey, City are coming, but look at the way Villa are coming.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you, Al. You've got to look at the way they're playing. Certainly the last, they've won 9 out of the last 10. Look really strong. And I think you look at the way both teams sort of celebrated and were disappointed after that, last-minute goal against Arsenal last weekend. Villa were well up for it, the crowd, and sort of give them that hope. And Arsenal, on their knees and fearing that Villa were going to catch them. So, yeah, certainly not over yet. Got to say, great to see Villa. What a club. I spent 3 years up at Villa in my career, and it's a super club, super fan. So it's really good to see.
James, one player really stood out for me was Rodgers. I thought he was excellent against Arsenal. Physical. They got Onana in there, and they got lots of options in that midfield area. McGinn does a great job for Villa. Strong.
Rodgers, right, gets in the half turn, James, and immediately thinks attack.
Yeah,
get forward.
He gets in them little pockets where they're really hard to. You can't come out as a defender. You've been a top-class defender, James, and if you get in them little pockets, do you know who used to be really good at that? Who I played with, Dennis Bergkamp, used to get in little areas where the midfield can't pick him up and the defender can't pick him up.
Eric Gates.
Very. And Rodgers really got in some great positions against Arsenal.
Yeah, he did, and like you say, Ray, as a centre back, that little space in the 10 position there is tough to pick up, and they're just great. Defending, they're superb, and I say Morgan Rodgers on fire. I think he's the biggest assist player for Villa, and just the whole team. They're so strong, and Villa Park, when it's bouncing, it's a tremendous place to play. So that's going to play a massive part, but. The confidence in that Villa squad at the minute, like say from a slow start to where they are now, is incredible. So they'll be looking forward to these couple of games before Christmas, and if they can possibly get 2 wins and they're up around their Christmas going into the new year, they'll have a real chance of pushing for the title, I'd say.
So James, that's at the top. There I go into at the bottom, mate. And they go to the Hammers. And I don't know what it's like football now, but in my day, and probably your day, James and Ray, Paquetá, right? Dare I mention him? If he'd have done that in our dressing room, his nonchalance, he'd have been chinned. He'd have been up against that wall. You can't do that. That's selling your teammates down the river.
Yeah, no, it's not on. It's not on at all. And I think his whole reaction after he got sent off as well wasn't great. You know, the way he walked off the pitch, clapping the fans. If you get sent off for something like that, you head down straight in the dressing room, and I'd fully expect the boys to be on me in the dressing room. Yeah, like you say, Al, you can imagine it in our day. It wouldn't have been pleasant, put it that way. So yeah, I don't know what's going on there. You know, he's come out with a statement after he got sent off as well, which I didn't particularly think was great. And yeah, it's not been great. Listen, at home all season, it's not been great at all at West Ham. I think we've conceded 17 goals in 7 games or something like that early on. Since Nuno's come in, we were really struggling from set plays. Every corner that came in looked like the opposition team were going to score. They sort of steadied the ship. You know, I know that the last 2 results have been okay, but they've been away from home. You know, 2 draws, which have sort of steadied it. But certainly at home, the way we've defended and conceded goals, and not just conceding them, you know, looked very easy to score against. So yeah, it's tough times down at West Ham at the minute. But I think we've got the right man at the manager, and he's steadying the ship. And 2 big games before Christmas.
I think West Ham, really.
No, I think
they get out of it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I thought against Brighton, James, I thought they were the better side. They was a little bit unlucky not to get all 3 points.
Yeah, I think they probably should have been with my West Ham hat on. You know, I think it's probably a foul at 90% of the time on Mavropanos for their goal. So there is light there. Like I said, it has been a struggle, and everyone at the club would admit that it hasn't been good enough. And certainly the 2 games, you know, we got Villa at home on Sunday, which is a very, very tough game. Then we go to Man City, so they're 2 big games before Christmas, which obviously we know is going to be tremendously tough. But they've got to keep fighting. You know, they've certainly got the players in the squad, and they all know as a group of players they're not performing.
Yeah,
with probably Gerard Bowen still being the man who is performing. Without him, God knows where we'd be. So it's been tough, but like you say, the right manager's in there, and hopefully we can kick on after Christmas.
James, just give us your thoughts on the World Cup tickets. I think it's a scandal, mate. Prices.
Yeah, I think it's been, it is a scandal. You know, I think it's just taking football away from what we know it. You know, the working man, the supporter, and pricing it out. You know, I think football's been going that way for a long time. Very corporate, very, sponsor driven, and it's taking it away from the everyday man. And the prices that have come out are absolutely ridiculous. You know, how are people going to, the world we're living in at the minute, afford that as an extra on top of what they're doing at the minute? So yeah, it's a scandal. But as Ray said earlier on, people will find a way. They always do. When we went I can only go back to the Euros in 2016 when we played with Wales. I saw boys who, come from back home who probably had, not earning bundles of money, but stayed out there for the whole 8-9 weeks. These die-hard football fans will find a way of doing it.
Correct. James, listen, have a great weekend. Good luck.
Cheers, James.
Good luck to
Cheers,
Hammers,
boys.
Obviously Villa as well. It should be a good game, open game, I think.
Yeah, no.
But West Ham away from home, great support away from home.
Always has been.
But they need a shot in the arm. Could it be this weekend? The way Villa are playing, I doubt it, but
they need like a Mark Noble in the old dressing room now. Yeah. James has played in some West Ham dressing rooms, and you've got to have them characters in there. When you're up against it, everybody's up against you. You've got to have that little bit of desire in there.
Paquetá, maybe I'm a bit strong, but he's a proper player as well.
Oh, yeah, they're going to miss him.
He is just down tools there. That's what annoys me, because he can play. Yeah, right, has anyone seen Rupert Bell? Is he lying in a gutter? We'll try and get Rupert, okay. Still to come on breakfast.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. Doing what matters for the trade. Find your local branch at travisperkins.co.uk.
Okay, we're taking calls this morning. We're asking the question, have FIFA completely ruined the World Cup? Were you thinking of going, England, Scotland fans? You're now saying, principle, get stuffed. or is it a must? Once in a lifetime, I've got to get there. Tickets to the World Cup are as much as 7 times more expensive than the 2022 one in Qatar. We were whinging about that, weren't we? With the lowest price ticket at the event costing £450 netto. The additional teams will no doubt make the earlier games less competitive as well. Some more money for worse games. I'm sorry, it's a shambles. 03 717 22 3344, the number. Give us a call. That was a look ahead, all thanks to the brilliant Travis Perkins.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. Bricks on bricks on bricks. Over 40 million available to order with delivery to site. That's one less thing to worry about.
Okay, 10 minutes to 8 o'clock. talkSPORT Breakfast with the Arnold Clark app. Everything for your car all in one place. Download today. Ray Parlour with me. Down the pub later, Ray? Friday?
Not with you this afternoon.
Yeah, after that, I mean.
After that, yeah, probably. It's Friday, got it.
What do we know this Friday? Mohamed Salah reportedly grilling. Not grilling. Come on, boys. Don't exaggerate. Talking to his former Liverpool teammate Jordan Henderson at a secret meeting in London this week about life in Saudi. How do we know they were talking about life in Saudi? What is you trying to get me in trouble, you numpties? Oh dear, what's in the sun? Speculation grows about Mo's future. Bayern Munich are planning to hold talks with Palace defender Mark Gay in January, and rightly so. It's an interesting one, this, Ray. So his contract's up at the end of the season. What do they do, right? Dilemma for Palace. Do you cash in, take the money, or do you give him a massive contract and upset the rest of the squad?
Well, you try and keep him if you could.
And upset the rest of the squad.
Well, yeah, but he's a top player.
I know he is.
I'm not just being... It doesn't matter what the other players are on. If you're doing the job every single week, it's like when Sol Campbell came into Arsenal. He was on the biggest paid money, but Sol was so good... We don't care what you're on, as long as you do the job for our team.
I've never cared.
If you don't sign a contract if you're not happy, it's simple as that. And when you get your next opportunity to sign your contract, then you go for a little bit more money.
If you're happy what you're given,
absolutely.
Happy days.
You don't worry about other people.
Ray, then good luck.
Don't worry about other people. Worry about yourself. And if you're not happy with it, don't sign it. Simple as that. But what do they do? It's horrible when your player leaves on a free transfer. It really is, and you lose out on. What would he be worth, Al, on the market?
Oh.
50 million pounds, 60 maybe?
More, maybe.
Centre half?
Yeah, be more than 50, I think.
Yeah, so that's what
I tell you who's interested. Company at Bayern Munich are planning to hold talks with Palace defender in January. The 25-year-old international will be a free agent. A free agent.
Yeah, and that's when you earn your big money. That's when
free agent is cigar time.
But Palace are in such a good position in the league, so they'll be looking at it saying, "Can we carry on doing what we're doing and somehow get Champions League football next year?"
But will they think if we get to see 60 million?
They want to take it. They've got to take it.
Can we find another Gay and spend 40 of that 60 and to keep up there? I don't know how they think.
If you get 60 million, you've got to take the money. But I don't think you would. People will come in and say probably 30. And now, is it worth taking the gamble? 30 million is still a lot of money, isn't it? So,
north of the border, Wilfred Nancy is facing early criticism after a nightmare start as Celtic boss. Last night, they suffered a 3-0 defeat against Roma at Parkhead in the Europa League. After losing against the Jam Hearts last Sunday, this weekend they take on St Mirren in the Scottish League Cup. More on that from 8:30. By the way, that's not an easy game. Not now. No way. Let's have some good news, though. This year's Darts World Championship kicked off Ali Pali last night, and world number one Luke Littler began his defences of the title. A straight set victory.
But he's got double six to get the job done. He's done an extraordinary amount of media today leading up to this game. I think he'll be happy to be through, where he'll have to do some more.
And there is double six for the world champion. Serene progress in the end, although he was given a good stern examination of all his skills from Darius Labanauskas. But in truth, the Lithuanian could do nothing once Littler got into his stride and had an average of just a shade over 100. Great start to the tournament for the world champion. That'll settle him down very nicely for bigger tests to come as we go through this tournament.
Well, he's incredible, isn't he, the youngster? But I tell you what, no one's talking about Humphreys, are they? Luke Humphreys.
No, he's top class.
He could be the value.
And Nathan
could be.
Nathan Aspinall for me, Al.
Right, let's get more on all the action from the opening night. What we expect this weekend. The voice of talkSPORT's dark coverage. The drummer man who was caught up with Littler last night is Blue Nose Dance. Ian, morning.
Morning, Dance.
Good morning, gents. How are we?
Very well. It's brilliant. It can't be Christmas without the darts, can
it? Dartsmas, we call it now.
Yeah.
And, it's been an extended tournament because now there's 128 players involved.
Good idea for you or not?
Sorry?
Is that a good idea, extending it 128 players?
The whole idea of a world championships is to promote the world game and to get more qualifiers from around the world. So we got players from Argentina. It's not that long ago since we had our first player from France in Thibault-Tricol a few years ago. So the game is expanding through South America, through Asia, of course, where we've seen some great players in the past. Paul Lim is back at the age of 71 to play this year. The man who hit the first 9-darter at the World Championships many years ago. So, yeah, I think it's terrific, Alan, that the cosmopolitan nature of the World Championship continues to develop.
And the atmosphere, Dance, is so good, isn't it? I mean, I've been lucky to go a couple of years ago. And
how do you keep getting tickets?
Oh, I'll go. I can go. Well, you can go if you want to go. Do you want to go?
No,
do you want to go?
I am not taking a fantastic darts fan's ticket.
I'm a darts fan. Anyway, Dance, what was the best outfit you saw yesterday? Any good outfits out there? Because the fancy dress is the best bit, isn't it? When you go around the crowds, it's some brilliant. Any Alan Brazils dressed up?
I didn't see any Alan Brazils, but I do like the ones where you get a group of like 4 or 5 lads going. 4 are dressed as seagulls, and the 5th is a bag of chips, and then the seagulls take it in turn to attack the bag of chips every so often.
And they're from Brighton.
Fantastic.
Dance, listen, can we... I don't know how the draw works, but I've just written down there Humphreys against Littler. For me, they're when the crunch is on, when the pressure's on, when the big tournaments are there. For me, it's not a straight shootout. Anything can happen, but they two are going to take some beating.
Yeah, Littler looked great last night. Looked so composed and so laid back. He was almost horizontal up there, but he still had those moments of terrific focus where he was taking out finishes or just keeping Darius Labanauskas, his opponent, at arm's length. Very impressive in so many regards. It's always the way that the world champion helps to kick off night one. So he's got a nice rest now before he finds out whether he plays Mario van den Berghade or David Davis of Wales. There's 28 players making their debut at Ali Pali this year.
Is a young Scottish boy playing dance?
Sorry?
Is a young Scottish lad playing?
Well, that's the kid that won at the youth championships.
Correct.
He's not involved this time, but there are plenty of young stars. There's let me think. Manby, who's got the highest average on tour. Charlie Manby, who's got the highest 3-dot average on the tour this year.
Wow.
There's Bradley Brooks, who's been improving. Cam Crabtree. There's also players from the Netherlands, some of whom you may well have heard of already, like Kian van Veen and Wessel Nijman. Van Veen was sort of duking it out with Littler in the youth tournaments a couple of years ago before Luke made his breakthrough 2 years back. So the average age of the competitors and those that look like they're going to go deep is just starting to come down a little bit, Alan, just pressurising the old guard a little bit.
Dance, I've got to break. You know what it's like here. But I've got to just say, are you happy with the Blues' progress this season?
Absolutely. I mean, look, the away form is dreadful. There's no getting away from that, Al. That's got to be sorted out. And if they can somehow manage to replicate the home form on their travels just a little bit, then we really are competitive. I'll be interested to see what we can or can't do in the window with regard to augmenting what we've got to make a push for the playoffs.
All right, pal. Nice. Enjoy tonight's action. Ian Danta there, a big Birmingham City fan there, darts man as well. Has anyone seen Rupert Bell? Is in a gutter after Villa's victory last night, has been nicked. Lee Clark coming up on the Time Weird Derby, and Ian Holloway, what a job he's doing as well. It's coming up to 8 o'clock on the Sports Breakfast.
are many sporting rivalries that can boast years of history, ferocious tensions and iconic tussles that ignite the fans to their very core. But when it comes to the battle of the mind games and the verbal exchanges in the heat of battles down the decades, the Ashes stands alone. So here are some of the most memorable Ashes housery moments. Few figures in Ashes history were despised by the opposition more than Douglas Jardine. He was the granite-jawed architect of the notorious 1932 Bodyline series, which sent shockwaves through the sport that still reverberate nearly a century later. One day, the hurricane met the tornado as Jardine met Yabba. As the name suggests, Yabba, real name Stephen Harold Gascoigne, was a heckler who became so famous that a statue was made of him. When Jardine was on the boundary swatting away some flies, Yabba yelled the immortal line, "Jardine, leave our flies alone. They're the only friends you've got here." Like Jardine before him, Stuart Broad is another figure who had a particular gift for riling the Aussie public, mainly due to his jaw-dropping survival at Trent Bridge in 2013, when he very visibly nicked off to slip and refused to walk. Broad is somewhat the modern housery king. He officially became a sorcerer in 2023 when his random bail swaps twice bought a wicket with the next ball at the Oval. 3 tests earlier, after that Carey Bairstow run-out, Broad made sure he was right in the thick of the pantomime. Wicketkeeper Ian Healy issued one of the great lines towards Nasser Hussain. When Steve Waugh told Ricky Ponting to field right under Hussain's nose, Healy remarked, "That could be anywhere within a 3-mile radius." Poor Nass. But perhaps the most poetic of sledges came from bowler of lightning bolts Dennis Lillee, about the Yorkshireman of Yorkshiremen, Geoffrey Boycott, about whom Lillee wrote this: "He's the only fellow I've met who fell in love with himself at a young age and has remained faithful ever since." Priceless.
Six after 8, talkSPORT Breakfast with me, Alan Brazil Ray Parlour, and our friends at Arnold Clark. Get the UK's best used car deals guaranteed. Now, lots on the way for you this morning. We're going to be joined by this legendary football manager who also had to deal with some spooky stuff recently.
I'm not saying we've lost because of a ghost.
No.
You absolute chicken nuggets with double barbecue sauce.
Yeah, chicken nuggets have got more of a clue than you have when it comes to ghosties. The one and only Ian Holloway will be with us, and we'll find out what he would do with Mo Salah. Oh, God. We'll be bringing you plenty more reaction to the ludicrous ticket prices for the World Cup. Our FIFA are ruining the best competition in the world. Let's take a call now. James is a Liverpool fan, has called us on 03717223344. James, a very good morning.
Morning, James.
Good morning, lads. How you doing? You okay?
Good. Go on, James.
Yeah, couple of points, really. I mean, you're absolutely right. The ticket prices are shocking, of course. But let's not look at it short-sighted either. So this is the long-term effect is on families, on these people who are going to, you're absolutely right. People are going to go. They are going to use their life savings, take out loans, use credit cards.
Yeah.
This is going to affect them long-term. This isn't just a short-sighted thing.
Yeah.
People will go. And forgive me, I don't know the socio-economic status of every other country, but Jose Blogzo, Portuguese for Joe Blogs from the Brazilian favelas, for example, how are they going to access this?
Well, they're not. They're not, mate.
Absolutely shocking on every level. They've increased the number of matches, which is exactly, it's a money spinner. It's all to do with money from the very top, and it stays at the top because it's not filtered down. It's absolutely shocking and completely unfair on every level. And it's not just our country; it's every other nation that's going to be affected by, Mr. Infantino. And if he ever comes down to Home Park, down in Plymouth Argyle, I'm a Liverpool fan, but if it comes down to Home Park, where they set sail for the free world in Mayflower Steps, he needs to go there, and he needs to rediscover himself. Because it's shocking, and he's lost himself. They've lost what football's about.
James,
Shocking.
good point. Good point. He's lost what football's about, and you're dead right. People will still go, and people will suffer because of that.
Well, people will make it a holiday, won't they? It'll be the holiday of a lifetime. But they'll put football in. I know. I totally agree with you.
I agree. They will, but let's say you say I'm going to Florida. I want to watch Scotland, Miami. Let's go to Disney World. But it's just the flights, accommodation, everything.
The problem is everything goes high, yeah. It's like anything, it's demand. If people want to get a flight, suddenly the flight goes up £200, hell.
Yeah.
It's just because there's too many people want that same flight. That's how it works. But it's a situation where there's always going to be hospitality in stadiums. There's always going to be like the deer seats, as they call it, the prawn sandwich brigade and all that sort of stuff. You're always going to have that in stadiums.
Is this?
But you still got to have affordable tickets as well.
Am I too extreme here? Is this the die-hard fans who can't afford it? Is this a gun to their head?
Absolutely. People live to go and watch football now. People do everything. They look forward to working hard during the week to get to that weekend where they can watch their team home and away. And that, and that's why it's so important. The best ones who ever do it is Germany, isn't it? With the affordable tickets.
Yeah.
It's Bayern,
under a tenner a game.
I'd like to see how much is Bayern Munich.
Free travel as well on buses and stuff.
That's they know the working class guys. It is a working class sport. At the end of the day, we all come from working class backgrounds. I do, you do.
Yeah.
And we went and play football. So you got to be able to afford to watch football. When as a kid, my dad was a West Ham fan, so he took me to West Ham. But we could only afford one game a year, probably, to with two brothers.
Yeah.
So it's been around for a long, long time where you can't afford to go. But people work so hard to get the money to go and to watch football, and now can they afford to go to America? And these are die-hard supporters who want to watch their country perform.
Right, talking about tickets as well, it's going to be hard to get to Sunderland as Sunderland take on Newcastle. One of the greatest rivalries returns this weekend. Newcastle head down the short trip to the Stadium of Light. Let's build up the game of the weekend with a man who was brave enough to play for both clubs. A very good morning, Lee Clark. Clarky, morning.
Morning, Clarky.
Morning, Al. Morning, Ray.
Oh, no.
When you think about it, Clarky, you are brave there, aren't you?
No messing about. Let's get the black and white on right away. Yeah, Sunderland fans, turn off. Look at him.
He's got red pants on, I bet you, Lee.
Lee, first of all, are you going to the game, Lee?
I've been warned by Northumbria police. It's probably best not to.
Oh, no. It's not that bad, is it?
No. To be honest, I'm doing some hospitality stuff for some Newcastle fans, some meet and greet with Mickey Quinn.
Oh, brilliant.
So I'm with Big Quinny, so we'll be doing that on Sunday, and then watching the match with them. There's
is that in Newcastle City Centre?
It's in the town centre.
All right, okay.
So that'll be good. Because there's only a limited amount of tickets. The allocation's been cut for both games,
Oh, really? How many did they get? 1,500, 2,000?
About 2,300, 2,400, I think.
Yeah. By the way, last time they played, Newcastle come out easy winners, but this is a different Sunderland.
Oh, without a doubt. Hey, listen, we've spoke since the start of the season, and we've mentioned about the spending that Sunderland have done and the quality they've brought in. They've got a top coach. It's a completely different animal to what it was at the start of the season, when I think I was going along with most Newcastle fans and thinking, we're looking forward to the games but not too worried about them. But got to say, this coming up now, these last couple of days, if it's setting the tension, and it's a boiling point. I mean, I was in Germany to watch the Leverkusen game, and obviously when the players came over to clap the fans at the end to thank them for their support, the chant was about getting the result on Sunday, so the fans know straight away, you know.
Yeah, Lee, you was a top midfielder yourself. I mean, that midfield battle will be really intriguing when it's Sadiki in there. Xhako's been absolutely brilliant in the Sunderland shirt against Gomiris and Joelinton if he's fit. Tonali, you know, that midfield area is such an important area. If you can win that area, then I think that's the team who's going to go on and win the game.
I 100% agree with you, Ray. I've been saying it in the build-up. This is the key part of the game. Who comes out on top? Xhaka, what a signing for Sunderland. What a signing in the Premier League.
Yeah.
But, you know, our midfield, I think potentially young Lewis Miley's probably played himself into contention with when he came off the bench in midweek, scored a terrific goal. He's playing well. He's got lots of maturity. He'll be obviously that local player as well, which it can be crucial in these games.
Well, I was going to say, Lee, do you think the foreign players on both sides realise the importance of this derby?
I think they do, Al, but I think it is important in these games, especially to have someone with that local knowledge who's come through an academy. I know Sunderland have it in their squad from the lads who helped them get promoted, but not a lot of those lads are in the starting 11 now with the great business the club done in the summer. But obviously with Lewis, with us, he's born and bred in the northeast, black and white through and through. So for him to be in around it, and I think he will start. He's playing well, and that could be a big thing for us, and especially for the players. We've also got lads who have experienced it through the FA Cup a couple of years ago, but this is a different ball game now, Premier League. It's not about performance, guys. You know that in derby matches, no one's interested. No one's interested in the performance. Sorry, Monday morning, nobody's bothered whether you've played well, fantastic, poor or what. It's the result that's the only concern.
Yeah, listen, enjoy, pal. It's going to be a cracker.
Cheers,
good
Lee.
to speak again, Lee. By the way,
cheers, guys.
Who's Xhako?
Xhako?
Yeah.
Xhaka.
You said Xhako.
No.
You said Xhako.
Xhaka.
You said.
Granite, Xhaka.
He said Xhako. Ed, replay.
No, I didn't.
Coming up, it's time for something a bit lighter. Ray has been rummaging around the front pages and found a great story about his beloved naan bread. Wait, this one.
Oh, naan bread.
Don't miss it.
Whoa! Ballamore.
Whoa!
What's the story in Ballamore? Wouldn't you like to know?
Yes.
What's the story in Ballamore? Where would you like to go?
Ray Parlour.
Story time, you know.
Whoa!
Ballamore.
What am I doing here?
Thanks for tuning in. What's the story in Ballamore? Wouldn't you like to know?
Yes. talkSPORT Breakfast, Alan Brazil and Ray Parlour.
Oh,
as always on a Friday, Ray's been flicking through the papers to find some of the wackiest stories of the day. What have you got for us today?
this is
Ballamore.
Well, this is my favourite food, Al. You know that. So in the sun today, naan goes well with dips. Now, a fed-up curry house boss baked an 18-inch naan bread as a pothole plug-in stunt, and it survived a pounding from the traffic.
No.
Farhan Hussain came up with the idea to shame a local council in Cambridgeshire. They are a nightmare, though, no potholes.
Yeah.
They don't seem to fill them in right. You don't see them in other countries.
No.
Because I don't know what they do. I know
I tell you what they do.
It's your job for life. It's your job for life.
Every year they're on top of it. We aren't until we wait every 6-7 years, and it's murder.
It's absolutely the same old ones as well. They always end up in the same spot.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they fill them in properly. Look, they might do it on purpose because they know they can go back there next year and do it again. And it's your job for life, as I said.
Gets me, Ray, right? So where I live's a little bit in the country, and there's lanes. And because I live there, I know all the passing points. You know, sometimes it's narrow, and there's potholes galore, right? And you get these clowns who, I don't know how they're passed the test. They have slipped someone some money. And they go past the lay-by and then flash it and move out the way. And I say, I'm not moving out the way. And I look to my left, there's a big pothole there. So for me to go up in the curb.
You got to go up in the curb
through the pothole. I'm like, go back a bit. He went, no, I can't. I'm bad reversing. I went, what do you mean bad reversing? You've only got to go 12 yards. Get back, because I'm not moving. Oh, the times I've got rage.
Do you like a naan bread, Al? When you go to a curry house, what would you have?
Garlic
naan.
But it's got to be from
cheese naan.
I hope she's not.
Or plain naan.
It's got to be from a curry house. These homemade ones don't work.
No. Jill be listening now. Does she do homemade?
Sorry. They're too crunchy, too crispy. They're not done enough. You've got to have
Can't be a good naan.
House,
yeah, absolutely. I totally agree. Yeah. And another story, Al, today in the Star. So I don't know how we're going to take this one. Uri Geller says E.T. will save us. Do you want to bend a spoon instead? Anyway, the notorious spoon bender Uri Geller has claimed aliens on board the newly discovered 31 Atlas comet will come in peace and save Earth from a nuclear war.
Ray, you shouldn't come out with stories like that, because there is some.
What, do you believe in aliens?
There is some numpties out there believe that Yuri knows what he's talking about.
Well, you know,
he's come on. He's come on here, and you know, I'm very polite to him, but give us a break.
You like a Uri Geller, didn't you? A pint?
I do.
You used to like a pint of Uri Geller, didn't you?
But he's back in Israel now, isn't he? He's over there for good, I think. He's probably.
Do you think there's people living in other planets?
Maybe.
Yeah,
there's life somewhere.
I think there could be.
Yeah, but we're not talking about E.T. go home and all that. There's definitely something out there that I do know.
Yeah. No, I totally agree, but I don't know about saving the world from a nuclear war, Al.
Okay. Right, let's get the latest odds. We're building up now to Boxing Day. Ray, a bit Romford. Romford Dogs. Have you sorted it yet?
Wow,
Yeah, but you're taking the mickey now. You've got about 22 going.
No.
Here comes Simon Clare.
The Coral Daily Download on talkSPORT with Coral. Bring the cheer this festive season with a sackload of odds and offers from Coral. 18 plus gambleaware.org.
And they tell me the Paddock Grill.
Go on, one, get
the
round.
Paddock Grill. Is it the Paddock Grill on the first bend?
No, I'm on the other restaurant.
It's not big enough for Ray's family now.
No.
It's the Pavilion restaurant, isn't it? Is that right?
No,
it's a great.
I'm thinking of the store.
It's one of the best afternoons you'll ever have, Simon. Going to
It's
the
great.
Romford Dogs.
Simon never goes.
And it's packed over there.
Simon only goes to Ascot, Sandown, Newbury. He doesn't go to
Romford Dogs, you can't
That's
beat
not
it.
true. Actually, Steve-O will always joke because I used to go to Catford Dogs when I first fell in love with their betting and racing and greyhound racing back in 1988. And I used to go 3 times a week, loved it. And carried on for a long time, but I haven't been a regular since. And so
I had some really good dogs, Simon, back in the day. Some really open dogs.
Massage parlour.
Massage parlour was a really good dog. Ice cream parlour was decent as
Don't
well.
get caught in the parlour.
A funeral parlour. Funeral parlour was decent.
I'm actually fed up. We still obviously run.
He was always in the coffin box for.
No, he always.
Sorry, Simon.
He always started. He always cracked out the traps, Simon. But he seemed to go backwards at the last bend.
But yeah, Coral own Romford and Hove dog tracks. I'll give them a shout out. It's not an easy sector to be in. Lots of tracks have closed, but it's still a great night out, and it's very affordable. And you can go and have a meal in the glass-fronted restaurant at Hove. For 40 odd quid, 3 courses, etc. And Romford's the same, and Ladbroke's own Monmore. So it's funny if we've been talking in the office about it's easy to forget. We need to get out more. So maybe we should have a TalkSPORT trip.
Absolutely.
To Romford Dogs would be fun, Ray. You could be on point.
Yes, definitely.
Why don't we go for a TalkSPORT double? Jack Dawes and Romford.
He keeps going on about the Jack Dawes, doesn't he?
If you don't get Jack Dawes Castle in every single interview slot between now and Cheltenham, I'll be very surprised.
So, tell me, Boxing Day, Kempton, will Steve-O and your good self both be there?
Definitely, yeah. No, it's literally an annual tradition. Used to do it before I even worked in the game, and that was an awful long time ago. But I love it. I get excited even on the evening of Christmas Day, starting to think ahead to the next day's racing.
I tell you who'll be excited is Harry Redknapp.
Harry, yeah.
Jukebox Man is going to run really, really well.
Oh, and his jockey Ben Jones, I've spent a bit of time with lately, and he's 25. He's a very talented jockey. He rode Diva Luna yesterday, a very nice mare of Ben Pauling's. He's in great form, Ben, and that was his biggest win to date, was winning the Kauto Star, the Grade 1 last year on Box Day on the Jukebox Man. So the fact he's back 12 months later going for the big one is going to be so exciting, and he's got a real chance. Django Bay's been well backed for Nicky Henderson, but I'm not sure. He's won the Arkle. Obviously, he's a very good horse.
It was Nicky's birthday the other day, was it? He had a treble, I think.
Yeah. Yes, he's taken a while to get into form, Nicky Henderson, but he's now rolling. I mean, the jump season started so well. The racing over the next 2 days at Cheltenham, today and tomorrow, is absolutely fantastic. Joe Tizard, who obviously a close friend, he's our ambassador. He's got some really nice runners today. He's got Lisbane Park running today. And Eldorado Allen, the old favourite, who won last time out at Cheltenham, runs today in the Veterans Chase. Then tomorrow he's got 6 runners tomorrow, including JPR1 for John Romans, who you know well. Sweet Caroline. Nice. Really good chance for Joe the next 2 days. So willing one. I would like to give a shout out. A very good friend of mine, Andy Irvine, who I've known for years. He's got a runner at Cheltenham today. Everyone's game. Runs in the last. It's a 25-1 chance, and it's got a good chance. His missus is 50 today, Kate. So happy birthday, Kate. So good luck to Andy Irvine with that horse.
What about? We can do the Ashes later on, can't we? It's not to Wednesday. Yeah. What about the football? What about let's start with Sunderland Newcastle.
Yeah, what a game this is. I think you were teeing it up nicely. I mean, this is the derby everyone's been looking forward to for a long time, but it's a really well-matched game. Although we make Newcastle favourites at 6-5, away from home 2-1 Sunderland, 5-2 the draw. I don't think it's going to be an easy place for Newcastle to go and get the win. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, I mean, Sunderland will be so good. Physical side, aren't they?
Well, their home form's great. Newcastle's away form's iffy.
I think I've gone for a draw, Simon, myself. 5-2.
I think so. What about the Villa going to West Ham? Villa flying at the moment, Simon.
Villa go well, absolutely. Listen, they were fantastic last night. Was it last night? No, the night before last was a terrific performance by Villa. I'm just going to call it up now. Here we go. Yeah, Villa are even money going to the London Stadium. 5-2. Yeah, it was last night. Of course, it seems a long time ago. 5-2 West Ham at home. 5-2 the draw. West Ham starting to find a bit of form, though, which is good news. They were struggling so badly. So this will be closer than it would would have been earlier in the season. But
Simon, one last one. Palace against City. This is a tricky one for Pep.
Yeah, Palace 4th versus 2nd. City 4-5 away from home. I think that pays a lot of respect to Palace, given the form City are now in. It's 3-1 Palace at home, 11-4 the draw. I think, obviously Arsenal's odds of winning the title have drifted to 4-6. They were a lot shorter a couple of weeks ago. City now the major rivals at 7-4. But with Arsenal 1-8 at home to Wolves, got to feel like we'll get the 3 points there. I'm sorry, Wolves fans, but first top versus bottom. And if Palace, my local team, could do Arsenal a favour, getting at least a point or maybe all 3 against Man City, we'd be very, very grateful. So do your best, guys.
Simon, have a great weekend.
Cheers,
Thank
Simon.
you,
You too,
Simon
guys.
Clare from Coral. There you go for the latest odds of Coral. Brilliant. Go to Coral, 18 plus, gambleaware.org. Coming up, we're going to hear from an England fan who was at the 66 World Cup final to find out what he thinks of the ludicrous ticket prices at this forthcoming World Cup. It's a disgrace. 8:29.
The Coral Daily Download on talkSPORT with Coral. Bring the cheer this festive season with a sackload of odds and offers from Coral. 18 plus, gambleaware.org.
Sport is often filled with people trying to make a quick buck, often at fans' expenses. But sometimes someone on the fringes comes up with an exhibition idea that goes down a storm. Let me tell you about a couple of them. Mallorca 2007. Rafa Nadal and Roger Federer compete in what was dubbed the Battle of the Surfaces, a unique idea that reportedly almost got cancelled at the last minute when worms got into the grass. An 11th hour turf delivery got the match on, and despite some dodgy bounces on the new green stuff, Rafa and Roger slugged out a 3-set epic. Tennis has a history of exhibitions too, with the Battle of the Sexes in 1973 captivating audiences worldwide as Billie Jean King took on the former world #1 men's player Bobby Riggs, who talked down the women's game Billie Jean King won. In motorsport, there was Monzanapolis in the 50s when American Indy cars went up against European F1 cars. But perhaps the best exhibitions have been the charity ones. In 1998, legends like Mike Atherton, Sachin Tendulkar and Glenn McGrath turned out at Lord's for a one-dayer in memory of Princess Diana. And since 2006, we've had Soccer Aid, which has raised an incredible amount of money. And if you get to see the likes of Jose Mourinho taking out Ollie Mers, then what's not to like?
25 to 9, time now for, come on, a wee bit of this. Oh.
We know we ain't no Argentina, but we got Jamaican, and Robbo out on the wing, no Scotland, no party, Steve Clark's Tartan Army, and even if we don't win, we will win.
We'll boogie on in Boston.
I think I afford it. We played that at the Arnold Clark sales room, didn't we, up in Glasgow a few weeks ago? And Shaban's back. Shaban, wait, I thought you'd gone
home.
I thought you'd gone up the close.
I'm going on the lunch.
Oh, perfect.
You what?
On the lunch.
Yeah.
Nice bit of steak.
Al's uninvited me. That's okay. Yeah, let's talk about Scottish football, shall we? Because last night, all three sides from Scotland competing in Europe lost their games, but we have to focus on Celtic, Al, and on Wilfred Nancy. Celtic losing 3-0 at home to Roma. 3-0 down in the first half. Engels misses a penalty. Ian Atchell has a disallowed goal, but a really poor performance all the same. Wilfred Nancy is now the first Celtic manager to lose his first two games in charge and
I
cup
didn't
final.
like the way he changed it the first game against Hearts. Changed the system. I didn't like that.
But you said they should have been 2-0 up.
They could have been. They started really well, to be fair to him. Yeah. And then Hearts, listen, you got to give Hearts credit. They defended brilliantly, they did a game plan. They nicked a goal and that was it. But no, why would you change? Celtic were buzzing at the time and they changed the system. But look, give him time.
He needs time. It's not his team. We pointed out earlier on, it wasn't Martin O'Neill's team either, but he does need time to settle in. Only thing is, Al, is that knowing how Scottish football goes and knowing the way the old firm operates, is I don't know how much time he'll get if things are to go sour at the weekend, if that is to happen.
It could happen, by the way. St Mirren's not easy. They'll go there full of confidence now.
Definitely.
Yeah, exactly that. And when you look at what happened at the likes of Russell Martin going to Rangers, it felt like the writing was on the wall instantly. Do you feel that way with Wilfred Nancy, or are you looking to go, no, he does need the time?
My gut feeling is this is too big a job. But I hope I'm holding my hands up here in a few weeks saying, no, I've got it wrong. This guy's clever. He knows what he's doing. But it's been a disaster so far. You know, the head of recruitment falling asleep in the director's box. Out comes the checkerboard, red, white and blue. You're like, what? Did someone not tell them what Celtic's all about here?
Yeah, that was an embarrassing moment. I would say it was a bit of a gaffe for him, I suppose, as well.
Do you think Hearts will win the league?
No, but
Celtic
it's going to be. They've given themselves a bigger chance now, definitely, because they'll be buzzing.
Yeah, I think where Hearts have had that ambition, haven't they? This season, we've heard about their ambition. It doesn't feel like Celtic have had ambition with Brendan Rodgers, with qualifying for Champions League football. They didn't invest in him in the summer. They waited to see would they get.
Just, you know what? It just really annoys me is if we come away from the domestic into European football. We've had our odd night, which has been great, but overall, we really struggle in Europe, don't we? Celtic and Rangers really struggle.
So poor. I mean, the last time Celtic got out of the group stage of the Champions League was 2012, 2013. A long, long time ago. As we know, Rangers have gone on a run in the Europa League in the past. But when you look at Scottish football as a whole, the UEFA coefficient rankings show that the Scottish League is behind the Austrian and Cyprus League.
Yeah, that can't. I'm sorry, that can't be right. Skiing, with Austria, but dear, Cyprus, great, good luck. Cyprus is a great country, strong people, but they can't have a better standard than we've got. Surely not.
Apparently so. Apparently so. According to those coefficient rankings, we're behind them. We're miles off it, Al. And that's a worrying thing. And then when I look at the likes of Celtic and Rangers and the dominance they've had over the years, is there a bit of an over-reliance on them?
Where's the academies, though? Have they got any players coming through?
People keep asking me, where's the young Scottish kids coming down to England, to the Premiership?
Well,
it's not happening.
Well, you still got that core of players who come through the academies and get into the first.
Well, listen, that song there's a player we missed. You'd chop his arm off.
John McGinn?
Yes, to Celtic. And Villa took a chance. Villa says, no, come here. Celtic dilly-dallied. We could have got him. Absolute joke.
Yeah. No, it's a real problem. Feels like there's a lack of ambition sometimes with Scottish football as well. It's just that when you're in that pool, it's just like beat the next person. We've missed out in.
By the way, Ali as well. We swap texts when games are on, and he's dismayed what's going on at Ibrox. He really is, saying Rangers as bad as he's ever seen for a while. And the Rangers victors last night. Robbie Keane, was it?
Yeah.
He said it's the worst Rangers side he's ever seen.
Well, they had some side back in the day, Rangers, didn't they?
Oh, well, Loud drops,
Gaza.
Yeah.
Well, Rangers lost to Strasbourg last night. They're looking like they're on the exit of the league stage of the competition. Also in the Conference League, Aberdeen lost to Strasbourg, wasn't it, in the league table? But yeah, real problems with Scottish football. I'm surprised we've not heard from more annoyed Scottish football fans this morning.
The good news is they're going to the World Cup.
Yes, this is it.
So Scotland, there's a little bit of hope there, isn't there?
Shaban, thank you. Are you coming to Mayfair or not?
I'll let you know.
You're not dressed up like that, going to, going to the East End of London, down Wapping, are you? Come on.
Going to my bed, Al. School run later.
Where you go. We'll get Jamie out of it. Right, here we go. 03717223344. But Robbie Keane, by the way, is on mid-morning, so we'll hear from Robbie. Let's head straight to the phone lines on the stupid ticket prices. Really, the Sun are reporting they'd cost a minimum of £5,000 to follow England through the tournament. Peter's an Arsenal fan. Peter, a very good morning. Hi, Pete.
How you doing, Peter?
Morning, Alan. Morning, Ray. I'm disgusted with FIFA. They're not interested in ordinary fans at all. And it's run by a bunch of self-entitled buffoons.
Yeah.
To think people should pay that up to £5,000, I've just heard.
Yeah, and that's net. So you got to earn 10, somewhere between 7 and 10 to pay for that.
Yeah, me. I went to the World Cup final in '66, and we got, me, my brother, his mate, and my father, we got tickets for all the games except the opening game and the final. So getting to the final, we thought, well, we've got to see the game. So we went up. We bought them off the tickets out.
Yeah.
£2.10 shillings.
Was it really?
Yeah, £2.10 shillings.
In 1966, yeah. Whoa.
Right. It was in the German end, but there was no problems at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but listen, you mentioned buffoons. I think you're right, Peter. I really do. Look, we know that Premiership football is expensive as well, but this is really taking the mickey.
It is taking the mickey, yeah.
It's taking the mickey.
It's an advantage.
This is meant to be, you had Sepp Blatter saying when we
best tournament in the world.
Russia, Qatar. Yeah. It's a world game. We want to bring more people into watching live football at the highest level.
It's a working class game.
How can people from minority countries?
Yeah.
How can they afford it?
Nothing.
They can't afford it. You're dead right, Peter. Thank you. Right, here we go. 8:42. Still to come on breakfast.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Benchmarks Kitchens and Joinery. Get trade prices on kitchens to suit all styles and budgets at Benchmarks.
And it just don't matter now.
Little by little.
Gave you everything you
I laugh every time.
He must have beat me last week. He must have done.
Oh, no, I don't know.
I think he would have done.
Little by little.
What a song.
It's that time of the week.
No.
Little Sam. Stop this. Little Sam will be with us for this week's Curse of the Commentator. Apparently still fuming after what happened last Friday. What happened? Huge news for us.
God.
Breaking news on talkSPORT.
Yeah, thanks, Alan. Good morning. The story's been rumbling on all season. Should the Curse of the Commentator score be reset at 0-0 starting from today? Well, there's been a huge protest outside talkSPORT Towers today demanding justice for Ray after Ali, Gabby and Dino sabotaged his scores to give Sam a huge lead. All of this led, of course, by talkSPORT's Alex Crook. And there's now been official confirmation from the Court of Arbitration for the Curse of the Commentator that Ray's unbeaten record could still remain. The scores have been reset to 0-0. More on this exclusive breaking story throughout the day.
Little Sam's dad's on the text now. Look, how dare you do this to my son? Little Sam storming out. The news broken by Big Tom there. Stick around to see who's taking an early lead when Tiny Sam joins us at 9:50. That was a look ahead with our good friends at Travis Perkins.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. With 250 hire branches nationwide, it's easy to hire at Travis Perkins.
There's a starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'd blow our minds. There's a starman
100 stars every hour of the weekend, but I bet it's raining and cloudy, you can't see them.
Well, yeah. I thought, what's the weather like this weekend? I think Saturday's good.
Oh yes, maybe nice.
Yeah,
So you might
nice.
see them.
Might be
100 an hour, that's sensational. I remember when I first went to Paros, in the Greek islands between Mykonos and Santorini, every night, because you just chill out there overlooking the
just looking
Aegean.
at the
It's
stars.
beautiful.
Mm.
Lay there with a beer or whatever, glass of wine, and just look at this. It was amazing. It was magic. What's the brightest star in the sky?
Don't know.
The Dog Star.
Is it?
Dog Star, yeah.
Where did you learn that?
The other day. The other day.
Oh, you must be bored.
I am bored. I don't go out anymore.
Is it what? Why don't you go out anymore?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Right, where are we going here, Ollie? Help me. What do we know this Friday? Right, here we go.
What do we know?
Yeah, what do we know?
I know a star. The biggest star is called the Dog Star.
Well, it's got to be the England fans, isn't it? No, the brightest.
Oh, brightest.
England fans hoping to attend the World Cup. Well, England and Scotland fans. But England fans in North America facing ticket price have been labelled extortionate. Pricing bands from FIFA shared to the England Supporters Travel Club reveal the cost to attend the first run to the final would be over £5,000. Terrible. Nottingham Forest won away in Europe for the first time in 30 years as Jesus' strike in Utrecht, over in Utrecht in Holland, moved Sean Dyche's team up to 11th now in the Europa League table. Elsewhere, there were wins for Villa and Palace, but losses for Rangers and Aberdeen. Right, and Luke Littler began the defence of his PDC World Championship title with a straight-set victory over Darius Labanowski of Lithuania. Luke Littler spoke to talkSPORT's Ian Dance afterwards and discussed his little altercation, with that pesky wasp.
I seen it in the second set, or halfway through the first, can't remember, and then it just disappeared. I was like, yeah, it's gone. And then as soon as the interview comes, it comes back. But yeah, managed to dodge it.
Did you enjoy your 4 days off before? Did you seriously, really chill out in the run
Yeah,
up to this?
I chilled out. I practiced day before we travelled down for an hour and a half. But before that, I had three nights of exhibitions: Norwich, then down to Croydon, down to Portsmouth. So I was a bit exhausted from the travelling. But yeah, I had a few days off and I managed to get some practice in before we travelled down.
So I presume another few days of chilling out are on the way, right? What's the?
Yeah, I think I'm going to chill out now until Monday. Be heading up to Old Trafford on Monday to see us play Bournemouth. But after the United game, I'll put a few hours in.
Bournemouth are struggling a wee bit at the moment.
A little bit,
So
yeah,
United should. Saying that, you never know with Bournemouth because they get forward quick. But if United win that one, look at the table race.
Well, they're looking good, United. They're probably They're fifth in the league.
They're coming.
No, sixth. Manchester United. So Bournemouth are 13th. So the form 1-5, drew 5, lost 5.
Amazing.
Bournemouth.
Right, the action continues at Ali Pali on talkSPORT 2. From 12:30 today, download the talkSPORT app and listen for free all tournament. Now, don't forget, Man United Bournemouth is live and exclusive on talkSPORT. Right, time to catch up with this English football, a legend.
That ghost didn't head one in on Saturday. We didn't defend properly, you great chicken nuggets. I love the game. I can't stand the business because the business is absolute rubbish. I nearly said there, didn't I?
40 years since Blackpool were last promoted to the top flight, and they have done it again. Ian Holloway, man of the moment.
Totally outraged, absolutely disgusted in how selfish some people can be. The game belongs to supporters, not them.
Hey, you, get out of my swamp!
They've done it! Crystal Palace have landed back in the Premier League. Kevin Phillips' penalty in extra time has won it for Ian Holloway's men.
Luther Vandross, don't you dare have a go at Luther Vandross. Never too much, never too much, never too much. Ding, 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 ding. Unbelievable. You like that?
Be a cider drinker.
No, get out.
Yes, proud Bristolian Ian Holloway heads back to the Memorial Stadium tomorrow. High-flying Swindon They take on strugglers, the old gasheads, Bristol Rovers in the League Two. But being a legendary member of the British football community, we have to get his thoughts on those insane ticket prices for the World Cup. Over £5,000 for England fans. Delighted to say Ian Holloway joins us now. Ollie, morning.
Morning, Ollie.
Good morning, Al. Good morning, Ray. How are you?
We are really, really good. A bit dismayed and very disappointed for England-Scotland fans, and hopefully the Welsh and Irish as well, if they get there. But these ticket prices, we knew they were going to be expensive, but not this much, Ollie. It's a joke, a disgrace.
Are you surprised?
No, I'm not.
No. This is the whole point. How bad is it at the top of anywhere? And this FIFA, how bad has it been in their history? It's just not right, is it? And what are they trying to do to football? Football unites the world. This is the whole point about it. We all love it because you haven't got to be rich. You can enjoy the game. Girls can enjoy it now. Women can show us how to play. It's just such a wonderful uniting thing. And how can you charge that much? Just prove it. Just tell us why. Show us why it's that. Someone's making fortunes on it, and it's just corruption. It's just
is the people who I've got no matter what, I've got to be there. I've got to get there, but clearly can't afford it. And where are they going to find that money from? And that's what worries me.
in this everything, I thought we'd come out of COVID a lot better and nicer people because we've understood that your family members died and you can't be with them. I mean, what is there worse than that? So we haven't come out. We've come out more selfish. I just don't understand it. And football is turning into a business that part of me absolutely hates. I still love the camaraderie, what you can teach young men how to be senior pros and how to grow up and treasure what's important to them by working hard and not being just keeping humble. But what on earth is this all about? There is no justification for these prices. The cheapest ticket's nearly 200 quid. That is so wrong on any level. There is no need of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, Ollie. But you must be just going on to your Swindon. You must be delighted, Ollie, how it's all going. Third in the league at the moment. You had that brilliant win against Bolton in the FA Cup. Hopefully you can get a good...
How have you done it, Ollie? And don't give me the old black magic stuff and all that. How have you done it?
It's not that, mate. No, it's nothing to do with the ghost. The ghost is still here. But, no, it's about people. A great friend of mine, Neil Warnock, went in at Huddersfield.
Oh, God. Oh, come on. We've got to get Ollie back here. I love listening to
years ago.
Yeah, go on, Ollie. Go on.
I mean, he just themselves. And I think that's part of my life, I've had to accept who I am, what I look like, and I'm trying to embrace that. My dad said years ago, I feel sorry for you. You look like your mum's side of the family, not my side. So every time you look in the mirror, as long as you can be honest with yourself, that's what I've tried to do. But we've managed to bring some wonderful young people in. I've got some senior ones who are showing them how to train and how to work and how to be humble. And I'm just enjoying myself. And don't get me wrong, we're not the biscuit. We're not the end of it yet. The other day, Cheltenham deserved to beat us. They scored a wonderful goal. We lost 1-0 at home. But it's about going out there and having some pride in what you're doing and hope you'll play like a supporter would if they were good enough to play and with that passion. And my lads have done it ever since I've been here. So I can't thank them enough. And,
Ollie,
and that's all you can do.
Ollie, this game coming up, you're going back to your club. This is your club, Rovers. How I know you're very professional. Come 3 o'clock, whatever the kickoff is. It's suddenly, bang, that's it. You're Swindon boss. I need 3 points. But it must be difficult going back there.
Al, I've done some research on what to say about this. I haven't been back there, since I was the manager. And that was 25 years ago.
No way.
25
Not even in a cup game.
Years ago. Yeah.
Oh, you're going to get hammered. You're going to get hammered.
Mate,
get your hammer on.
Mate, I don't really care. Let me be honest with you. Life's about making friendships and understandings that have go over the years. A lot of the people who watch me, if you're not over 25, you don't know who Ian Holloway is. So, it's very, very different these days. But I was proud to have been brought up by Bristol Rovers. I was there when I was 9. They never promised me anything. They made it down to me and how good you got to be. But they gave me some wonderful coaches. I had first team coaches every single training session, Tuesday and Thursday, and they taught me how to take responsibility when it's all going wrong. And I loved that club. But that was then, Al. You know, that was then. And it being professional, I had to leave Bristol as a player to play any higher because they haven't gone where I wanted to go, and they're still struggling, you know, and I had to get to higher footballs out of my own town. You know, Bristol City are trying to do really well. Bristol Rovers have been owned by everybody else, and they still haven't got their ground, and they still haven't got this, and they still haven't got that. It's just a story of that. And now I'm at Swindon, and with the greatest respect, I have to. I never thought I'd wear red, being that much of a blue and white. But I'm loving the fact that I'm in work and it's just up the road. And this club is very much like Rovers was when I was there. It's a very community orientated club. The people who go there, we got Dodgy who makes you a cup of coffee every day. He don't even get paid. He's there every minute of every day. He's just a wonderful bloke. And I want to do it for them, Al, just like you with your Ipswich, you know, and you went to the top with them, and it must have been marvellous because they weren't that famous then, and then all of a sudden the group that you had made them feel something. So I'm trying to bring that to Swindon.
Wow, well done you, Ollie. I'm not. There's a shadow just walked across behind you. You mentioned he's still there. The ghost is. When was the last time you seen him?
No, you slaughtered me on this, right? I'm telling you, it's you, and I know you like a laugh, but this is true. I've watched thousands of hours of paranormal TV with my wife, and you know what? They're filming and they want things to happen, so some of them chuck things down. This is just a security camera on a building, right? That no one's, and they could show you some things that'll even get the hairs on the back of your neck standing up, Al. A glass thrown right across. No, seriously.
So when was the last time you seen him? Has he got a name, or is it a she?
Oh, don't be stupid. He ain't got a name, has he? They ain't got a body.
Come on, is it Casper? Where's Casper? When was the last time you seen him?
Yeah. Actually, that's what they call me now, Casper Holloway.
Listen, Ollie, great talk. Good luck. Enjoy. There you go, Ian Holloway.
Hey, Ray, what about the Arsenal, mate? Doing well?
Yeah, they're doing well, Ollie. Just got to keep going there, mate. So hopefully they can do it. And do you know what we were talking about earlier?
Look at that. They haven't won it since you were...
No, QPR doing well as well, Ollie. 7th in the league.
Yeah, that's it. Since I've left, they've been brilliant, mate. No problem.
Ollie, take care, pal.
All the best,
Thank
mate.
you, Ian Holloway.
Boys,
there.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, lovely. Get your tin helmet on.
No, that's what it's all about, though. I mean, you're going back to one of your old clubs.
He believes in that, by the way. That's not.
You said you saw a ghost.
No. I didn't see it. I felt it rubbing against my leg in Edinburgh.
Yeah.
Promise you.
Sure?
Yeah, I swear. I swear I got around and looked down, went to, I pet it, and they're like...
Was it a cat? Did he go meow?
Well, the guy in the corner told me.
Oh, it was a cat?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he was Ollie's uncle. Ghost, my... Ollie, Ed, any chance? Goes to my house, Aldine Taylor, Eric Gates' favourite song, just gone 9 o'clock.
There's a lot of talk about the independent football regulator. Some people love the sound of it, others don't. But what actually is it? And is it going to be any good for the game? In simple terms, it'll be an organisation not controlled by the Premier League, the EFL or the government, which will make sure all clubs are financially stable and don't rip off the fans. The aim is to make sure what happened to Bury, Derby and Reading doesn't happen again. Now, a significant reason clubs go under is because of dodgy owners financially mismanaging the club and running it into the ground. But in theory, these should be a thing of the past with the new regulator. They'll be able to use data from the National Crime Agency to perform stronger fit and proper persons tests and can even force owners to give up their stake in a club, which for certain supporters might be a welcome relief. It's likely good news for the EFL. The tension between them and the Premier League over a fair financial deal has been increasing in recent years. As it stands, talks have broken down. The Premier League backed out of recent negotiations, but the regulator will have the power to force through a deal, meaning more money for clubs lower down the pyramid. Now, this might sound simple, but in reality there's concerns this will open a legal can of worms, which could result in messy court cases involving the Premier League and the regulator. Parachute payments will be brought under the control of the regulator too. If they reduce them, it could mean a wider variety of clubs securing promotion to the top flight, but critics reckon it'll just mean the gap between the Premier League and EFL actually widens, as promoted clubs won't get as much money, which should normally be used to buy better players so they can compete. And current Premier League clubs have said if there were no parachute payments, they'd actually invest less, which would harm the quality of the top flight. And if clubs don't invest, then you'll get exactly what the EFL don't want, which is the same 3 clubs going down every year. And remember when Cardiff's owners changed the club's colours and badge? Well, in future, fans will have to approve any major changes to their club's heritage. Now, that might all sound great, but do we really need it? Some say the downfall of Reading and Bury is an exception, not the rule. So as a whole, the most successful footballing pyramid in world football doesn't need regulation. They say it scares investors who can help grow the game. If those investors go elsewhere, well, the Premier League may no longer be the destination for the best players in the world. And others, well, they just don't trust politicians to appoint truly independent people to regulate our game.
How do you like your eggs in the morning?
I like mine with a kiss.
Boiled or fried?
I'm satisfied as long as I get my kiss.
Breaking news, Ali Slot to Old Talks with Mohamed Salah this morning, so hopefully we'll hear a little bit more throughout the day of Mo Salah's future. Will he be heading off ski or will he be staying at Liverpool? I hope he doesn't go. I really do. Just a quickie, Ray, that picture.
Oh, looked
just
amazing.
To explain to the listeners what we're just
Well, we're watching.
We've got massive.
We're watching TNT Sports 1 live, and it's it showed you a resort out Milan. Was it Milan?
It might have been Cortina.
Right, okay.
In Italy.
But it looks absolutely stunning. The snow, the hills, obviously everything about it looked absolutely magnificent. That's on my bucket list.
It's one of the healthiest holidays you'll ever.
Yeah, no, I really want to go.
Listen, we're talking about ticket prices, aren't we? Expensive. People say, "Well, I can't go skiing; it's too dear." But see, if you can pick your resorts, and you pick your timing to go there, and it's not as expensive. You can go to Courchevel, you can go to Gstaad and all these places and spend thousands.
Yeah.
You can also go to Teen and places like that, which are less expensive and have a great time. It's so healthy. The food,
Fresh
the
air.
air, it's beautiful.
Oh, lovely.
Right, some breaking news, as I said. Arnie Slot set to hold talk with Salah. As soon as we hear, we will let you know here on talkSPORT. Right, a massive weekend for football fans in the North East. Stadium of Light hosts the Wine Tier, the Weir Tyne, the wine Tier, wine in the head, the Weir Tyne Derby. I always say Tyne Weir first, me. The North East Derby. Newcastle having beaten Sunderland in the league over the last 9 attempts, but were victorious last time in the Cup. This was the FA Cup third round in January last year, but it's a different Sunderland. The Mackems have started the season well. They've taken points. We hear this, Ray.
Brilliant.
Points from Arsenal,
Yes.
Liverpool, Chelsea, and above Newcastle on the table. It's fantastic, isn't it?
It is. Brilliant.
People thought they'd struggle. They were one of the first names down that are going to struggle and be relegated. John has now previewed the derby, a man who made 256 appearances for the Black Cats, played the last time these two sides faced in the Premier League. A very, very good morning, 5-time Premier League winner. What a career, John O'Shea. John, morning, John.
How you doing, John?
Morning, Alan. Morning, Ray. It sounds like wine o'clock there this morning.
Honestly.
It's the time wine. It goes time wine. Derby.
I've always said, the Tyne Weir Derby.
Yes, that's better.
How big a derby, John, is this? Like, you've played in a few big ones. Is this right up there?
Yeah, it's right up there with the atmosphere. It's an amazing game to be involved in. Really intense. All the staff at the training ground, around the town, around the city, let you know all week. You soon know it's Derby week. The people around the club, it's a brilliant game to be a part of. And listen, I was very, very fortunate. I had a fantastic record in the game, so hopefully that continues for Sunderland on Sunday.
Yeah, it's been a remarkable season so far, John, isn't it, for Sunderland? I mean, they're sitting 9th in the league. They're only 3 points off 4th place, Champions League football. And, you know, you talk about clubs and recruitment. Recruitment has been absolutely different. Club. I know Granit Xhaka has been an excellent signing, but other signings in that team as well. The recruitment has been brilliant.
Yeah. Listen, it's been top class because you have to give credit to the lads who got them promoted.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they've been frustrated with the lack of game time, but you have to hold your hands up and say the boys they've brought in have improved the quality of the squad. The recruitment team of Sunderland recognised that they had to get more speed, more power, and that's what you need to survive in the Premier League. So credit to them, and hopefully the run continues because they're going to lose some of the players obviously to the AFCON after the game on Sunday. So hopefully they'll be going away on a positive note.
Yeah. John, by the way, United creeping up there now, aren't they? You know, another couple of wins for them. United suddenly put themselves in the hunt for Europe.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, these Monday night games are a little bit strange for the United fans all the time, but as you said, a good win against Wolves and a chance against a dangerous Bournemouth team, but listen, they've been struggling a little bit. You just said it was five wins, 5 draws, 5 losses, I think, for Bournemouth. So a chance again for United at home. And hope to, listen, they scored some good goals the other night. And hopefully that can continue because they'll soon be in the top 4. And a few times they've had a chance to get into the top 4, boys, they've just slipped up a little bit, so hopefully that's not the case again.
They probably just need to see games out a bit better, John, don't they? I mean, they do go into the lead and maybe the changes at substitutions at the right time from the manager. Look, I've never been a manager, so I know how hard it is to be a manager, but, you know, they just don't see games out that well, do they, Manchester United, and gives the opposition always a chance.
Yeah, listen, it's been some of the, obviously, when you see the centre-backs getting changed on the hour, 70-minute mark, you understand some of it by for the fitness issues for some guys coming back, but you'll know as well, the more times you can finish the game out, the better you'll feel yourself when you're finishing games nice and strong. So hopefully that'll be the case, and they'll get that consistency in the team selection as well, because obviously they've no European football to worry about. So they'll want to get back to that end of the season.
John, just a quickie. World Cup ticket prices have come out. England, Scotland fans know their fate, and the other home nations. I knew they were going to be expensive, but I didn't even expect this much. This is disgusting.
Listen, it's crazy, and like, listen, that everyone's been talking about it. They surely have to find a way. They speak about it being obviously the working man's game, etc. But
yeah,
it's a little bit disgusting, really, isn't it? But as you said, the fans, they're so diehard. They always try and find a way, and I'm sure the Irish fans will be hoping and praying that we can do the business in March.
Yeah.
And they'll be doing the exact same. They'll be hoping to try and find a way to get across to Mexico and America and enjoy the atmosphere. But it's a shame it's come to this, like, because I think Trump must have put some new tariffs on FIFA and they've decided to put it on the fans. It's terrible.
Oh, no. Drives you mad. John, brilliant. Listen, have a great weekend, mate. Thank you.
All the best, John.
Take care, man. Bye-bye.
John O'Shea there saw a good record against Newcastle.
That's going to be a hell of a game, isn't it? 2 o'clock kickoff, Sunday.
Yeah, that's down. That's
and that's a proper derby, isn't it? And that'd be a proper.
By the way, Ray, I got that wrong. All roads lead to Cortina, Italy. That is the beautiful San Moritz, where they have horse racing on the ice.
Your daughters were really good at skiing, weren't they, back in the day? Look at how quick they go down that hill.
Oh, no, it's scary. Yeah, they've done that as well, downhill. They've done it. Right, coming up, little Sam's on his way. Alex Crook is him in the pushchair. So,
where's his booster seat?
He's still a bit tired at the moment.
Where's his booster seat?
But hurry up, get in there, put your strap on. Hopefully he's remembered his booster seat. Come on, little Sam. Cut to the commentaries coming next. Just gone 9:20 on the Sports Breakfast with Ray Parlour. Right, we brought you the breaking news. Arnie Slot is set to speak to Mo Salah this morning. I'm sure Arnie wants to talk about the Brighton game, but nah. Let's hear from Arnie Slot, who's speaking right now to the press.
What I need is a conversation with him, and I think the next time I speak about Mo should be with him and not in here. But yeah, you can keep on trying, but there's not much more to say about it that I speak to him today. And like I said, the outcome of that conversation determines how things will look tomorrow.
Do you know what? It is sad when it comes to this, where he's such a great player. Slot in his first year wins the championship.
You've got to be strong as a manager, though.
Oh, I know. Well, he can't back down. He can't back down.
No, you've got to have rules. You've got to have, everybody's got to look up and say he's an easy touch. You can't be that as a manager, can you?
Yeah.
So you've got to have that respect. And he's made that big decision. It's hard to leave your top players out, but he's made that decision, and there's a reason why he's done it. He probably isn't playing how he wants to play. He's lost a bit of form, and he's had to be brave to leave him out.
It's a big weekend, as say Liverpool against Brighton, and we got that big derby, Sunderland, Newcastle. It's a huge weekend of Premier League action again on the talkSPORT network. So to preview all, we're joined by this man who has his very own theme tune.
And it just don't matter now. Gave you everything you ever.
I'm going to change it to my ringtone,
This is a good record.
It's a great record, to be fair.
It is a great record.
He wanted to play Thumbelina dance. I went, no, you can't do that, Danny K.
Who wanted to play that?
Ed.
Is that because that's what his mates play to him?
I think so.
Wait, Sam, are you
taller than me?
As I say,
No. No, Ed's taller than you.
He is not.
He's got high heels on, that's why.
I'll tell you how it goes in order. It's we Stewies at the bottom. It's you then, I said. Right, good morning to talkSPORT's Chief Football Commentator, Sam Matterfield. Sam, very good morning. What have you done this week? Where have you been?
I've had a great week this week. I've had a really good week. I didn't do one last night, but I was in Leverkusen for the Newcastle game on Wednesday.
Good game.
Good game. Really, atmosphere was brilliant. Newcastle fans everywhere. Fantastic. Tuesday I was at Tottenham. Chaotic game, mad game, but Tottenham got the win. That's all that matters at this stage. I was at Brackley with McCoist on Monday night. We had a brilliant night.
Who won that one?
Brackley lost by 3-1, but they stuck in the game till late on, and Burton then took a bit of quality over, ran them. Sunday I was at Blackpool. So it's been a busy, and then Villa on Saturday, last Saturday when they beat Arsenal. So
what a game that was!
It was a brilliant game. So I've been very lucky the last
the whole
few
it
weeks.
must have nearly.
Well, the whole place erupted. It was actually almost. It was impossible to hear anything. It was terrific. It was a brilliant match.
Not if you're an Arsenal fan.
Obviously not a terrific end, but for you.
Right, it's time to play our predictor game. Here we go. It's Curse of the Commentator.
I put a spell on you.
Look at that.
Oh, lovely.
Cause you're mine.
So a quick reminder of the rules, guys. Ray and Sam both have just 20 seconds to give us predictions for 3 games across the talkSPORT network this weekend. For each match they get 1 point for correct result, 3 points correct score, and a 1 bonus point for naming a goal scorer. After the scores were reset last week,
scandalously,
the disappointment of little Sam has established a 2-1 lead.
Are we going to reset them again?
We do it next week when you go 4 up.
So you're 2-1, Ray. You've got off light.
I know. Well, I've been struggling down the rows, haven't I?
To be honest with you, they probably made those scores up anyway.
Why don't you keep a copy?
Oh, he does, by the way.
I do. Don't worry.
He celebrates.
Right. First up, Chelsea take on Everton tomorrow afternoon at the Bridge. Everton doing really well.
Yeah, 7th in the league.
Come on then, Ray.
This is a tricky game. Chelsea, you just don't know what Chelsea are going to turn up. They can beat anyone on their day. Then they can go to, like when they went to Leeds and lose the game. Look, they're still sitting in a nice position, Chelsea, 5th in the table, 5 points off 3rd in Aston Villa. Everton are going really well under David Moyes. No one doubted David. Top manager. Really pleased Jack Grealish is doing well now. I'm going to go take a chance with Chelsea to win again, but there won't be a lot of goals. No, I think it'll be 1-0. I think I'm going to go 1-0, and I think it'll be a tight game. It could go either way. I was thinking about the draw, but I'm going to go Chelsea 1-0, and I'll go
Yes.
Cole Palmer. I'll take a gamble, Cole Palmer.
Now, little
That's
Sam,
if he starts.
he's shaking his head there now. You have no sheets in front of you, so he can't be cheating unless he's a mind reader.
No, but it's
Alex Cook told me.
exactly the same thing I was
away
Just go the same in.
1-0, 1-0 Chelsea, Palmer. But I'll tell you what, I can change that. It's
Go
no
on, then.
problem.
What you got? You get 20 seconds.
I think Chelsea need to win, and look, it's going to be very, very difficult against an Everton team that have overperformed at times, and I think they've got a great opportunity this season because David Moyes obviously has got them very solid. They've got a very shallow squad, but they've got some great stars, especially at the top end of the pitch. I saw them at Manchester United the other week. They were terrific. I'm going to go 2-1 Chelsea, and I will go João Pedro.
I had him written down as well.
Oh, hello. Right, second game. Next up tomorrow night, we got Arsenal against Wolves live, an exclusive right here on talkSPORT, kicking off 8 o'clock. Many people think this is the bank, and it could be 3 or 4.
It's a big game. Yeah.
Hold on. Let's see.
Don't worry, mate. There's no way you're going first this time.
Let's see what Sam thinks. Sam.
Look, Wolves are, quite frankly, one of the worst defensive teams I've seen for a long time. The defence on Monday night against Manchester United was unfathomable. I don't think that they will be as bad this weekend. They can't be as bad this weekend. But Arsenal are just too good. You saw that in midweek, the pace that they've got, the depth of the squad they've got. They'll win this one, and they'll win it well. 3-0, Victor Gyökeres.
Okay, definitely starts. Definitely starts. Ray, you have 20 seconds now, mate.
No, Wolves, look, 2 points at the moment. I think most Wolves fans are now knowing they're going to be in the Championship next year. They've just got to try and find a win from somewhere, but it ain't going to be this weekend. I think Arsenal will be far too strong. I had 3-0 down. What am I going to do? I'll have to go 2-0 then. No, I'll go 2.
2-0?
I'll go 2-0. Who's going to score the goals? I'll have a chance with Odegaard.
Really? By the way,
a couple of good efforts against Villa.
Yeah. Hopefully he'll be rested.
Right, the final game. It's a cracker, big derby. Sunderland against Newcastle. Little Sam, you're first.
I'm going to go Sunderland 1, Newcastle 1. Sunderland haven't lost a home league derby for nearly 10 years. Newcastle did win there a couple of seasons ago, but I think it's going to be tighter. Newcastle's biggest problem at the moment is that they get themselves in front of games and then they just can't control them. And in that atmosphere away from home, the intensity and the chaos is going to be ripe. So I think it will be a hotly contested affair. I'm going to go 1-1.
Goal scorer.
And I think, do you know what? I will go Voltemade.
Okay. Great, 20 seconds now.
This is going to be a hell of a game. It really is. Really hard one to call. I'm going to go 1-1 as well. I can do the same, can't I?
You
can do the same. I can do the same. 1-1. I've got it on my sheet here, Sam. Look, already 1-1.
I had 1-0 Chelsea on my sheet, but I was adaptable, Ray.
You have a different goal scorer.
Yeah, of course I'm going to go with a different goal scorer. Gordon's in good form at the moment. Will he get a goal?
Penalty, could be.
Or should I go Sunderland, Isidore?
Yeah.
Decent. Let's go Sunderland. Isidore,
1-1. Okay, 1-1. Brilliant. Sam, what we got coming up? 10 o'clock?
We've got Neil Warnock in the studio today, and we're going to ask him how he would have handled the Mo Salah situation. Arne Slot's been speaking this morning, as you've already mentioned. We discussed that. We're going to talk about Celtic. Oh, my word. What a terrible start Wilfried Nancy has had, and a massive game this weekend.
Why didn't they just plead with Martin to the end of the season? And then we wouldn't be talking about this. You know, it's ridiculous.
It's a very odd situation, which we'll get through as well. Big football matches from last night, some big wins for Nottingham Forest and for Aston Villa.
World Cup.
And this is the big one. After 11 o'clock this morning, got a few guests talking about this. The absolute scandalous pricing structure for the World Cup tickets in America.
And would you agree with me, Sam, that people are they've set their minds on going and they don't care where they get the money from. They're going to go, and that's going to cause major problems at home.
I think two things may happen. One, a lot of people will go and not go to games because the games are prohibitively expensive. So you'll have a lot of people there that aren't going to football matches and all that kind of stuff. You might have that. And I do think, a bit like what you saw at the Club World Cup, not necessarily for the blue ticket games, but for some of the other matches, you will have a lot of empty seats. And I think that in itself will be scandalous.
Yeah. Don't forget, if you go down to Disney World, Sam, take your ruler with you because some of the rides you can't get on. Right, that
I was actually
concludes
thinking
this
about getting a
week's...
part in Snow White.
That concludes...
As the song go, it's a small, small. Have you got that, Ed? That's a great ride, by the way.
The boys coming up from 10 o'clock. Don't go away. That concludes this week's Curse of the Commentator.
Sport is often filled with people trying to make a quick buck, often at fans' expenses. But sometimes someone on the fringes comes up with an exhibition idea that goes down a storm. Let me tell you about a couple of them. Mallorca 2007, Rafa Nadal and Roger Federer compete in what was dubbed the Battle of the Surfaces, a unique idea that reportedly almost got cancelled at the last minute when worms got into the grass. An 11th hour turf delivery got the match on, and despite some dodgy bounces on the new green stuff, Rafa and Roger slugged out a 3-set epic. Tennis has a history of exhibitions too, with the Battle of the Sexes in 1973 captivating audiences worldwide as Billie Jean King took on the former world #1 men's player Bobby Riggs, who talked down the women's game. Billie Jean King won. In motorsport, there was Monzanapolis in the 50s when American Indy cars went up against European F1 cars. But perhaps the best exhibitions have been the charity ones. In 1998, legends like Mike Atherton, Sachin Tendulkar and Glenn McGrath turned out at Lord's for a one-dayer in memory of Princess Diana. And since 2006, we've had Soccer Aid, which has raised an incredible amount of money. And if you get to see the likes of Jose Mourinho taking out Ollie Mers, then what's not to like?
25 minutes to 10 o'clock. Thank you, Emma. Just, this is going to roll out through the day, the ticket prices for the World Cup. I've just asked the question, NFL, the average NFL or the cheapest NFL would be around $150 for a game, which is still expensive. But the World Cup football, or soccer, as Mr. Trump calls it, our football is a lot more than that, our cheapest ticket. And you can get to the Super Bowl if you're lucky enough to get a ticket for a couple of grand, where it's more than double that, I think, for the World Cup final in America. So, they've not even looked at the comparisons.
No.
There you go. But it's a rip-off, right?
Yeah, absolute rip-off, yeah.
Simple as that. talkSPORT Breakfast with Arnold Clark app. Everything for your car, all in one place with Arnold Clark. Download the app today. Right, so story we can't get away from this morning. England fans hoping to attend the World Cup next year are facing prices that have been labelled extortionate. Pricing bands from FIFA shared to the English Supporters Travel Club have revealed the full cost to follow a run to the final would be over £5,000. The cheapest ticket for England's opener against Croatia in Dallas is just under £200, with a seat in the final costing over £3,000. And that's before you factor in costs for accommodation and travel. Let's speak to a member of the England Supporters Club. Ben's a big Peterborough fan. Good morning, Ben. Hi, Ben.
How you doing, Ben?
Good morning, gents. Yeah, good, thank you. Great show as always, thank you.
Ben, I'm pretty certain you expected, expensive tickets, but surely not this colossal amount.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we spoke about trying to get there, so it's going to be an expensive place to get to anyway, and it's going to be more than what the previous ones we've gone to. But then prices coming out overnight that's completely out of reach for the group of us. There's 5 of us that normally go. When you look at the total price for all 5 of us to go there and watch a couple of games, you're getting up to nearly like 50, 60 grand just to get there. Oh. But the one thing I just wanted to mention as well was there's also the cost of just getting to that position. So we've joined the England Supporters Club. It costs money to join that club just to be a part of that.
Yeah.
You then build up caps over the last 2 or 3 years by going and watch games. I'm talking like Lee Carsley, England, and England losing to Greece at Wembley. It's not the most enjoyable games. You build up caps just to be in a position you can then choose to go into a ballot if you've got enough caps to get to that final. So the cost goes way back. You've built up expenses over the last 2 or 3 years just to get this opportunity to then be told it's going to be nearly £300 for a ticket.
So, Ben, I get you, but I get what you're saying, Ben. That's a good point. You bring that back. People go to games. They don't really know. Well, okay, I'll go. I'm not really excited, but you have to attend to get on the ladder. What about have we heard anything from the Football Association about these extortionate costs?
We've had emails from the England Supporters Club, and they're obviously dissatisfied. They're not happy with it, but I guess what can they do? They're the prices, and like you guys have been saying this morning, people will pay them. They'll sell them tickets. What concerns me is that I'm building up caps now to hopefully the next Euros, which is the UK and Ireland. I've got 3 young ladies who would absolutely love to come to that competition with me. If this is the president's now, this is the standard for tickets, how could I possibly afford £1,000 for me and my 3 children to go and watch a game of football?
It's not. It's wrong. And that's Netro as well. It's wrong, Ben. Ben, honestly, I don't know what we're going to do about it.
Is there going to be a lot of empty seats, Ben, do you think? The people might rebel and say, look, we can't afford to go.
I'd love it. I've seen forums this morning where people are saying, boycott it, don't pay the tickets, this is crackers, we're not going to pay them prices. But let's face reality, this is the biggest show on earth.
Of course it is, yeah.
People will pay it. People are going to pay it. People pay £400 for a Taylor Swift advert, Taylor Swift show. They're going to pay £300 to go watch England in a competition. So unfortunately, I don't think there will be empty seats other than maybe the Prawn Sandwich Brigade. Fans will go and fans will pay it. They'll use their life savings. They'll remortgage a house.
It shouldn't be like that.
It shouldn't be, but they will.
Ben, take care. Thank you. It should not be like that. Now, that's the ticket price. What are we getting there? What about accommodation? The ticket price is ridiculous, we know, but what about the travel? Join us now. Give us a rough idea of what the total costs. And have they just gone up now? The prices have been released. It's travel expert Simon Calder. Simon, good morning again.
Morning, Simon.
Yeah, good morning, guys. And absolutely, I am shocked as you are. And I'm so glad that you're covering this so well with the way that the prices have just gone through the roof for tickets. I've been looking back fondly at, would you believe, Russia 2018, where as a kind of enthusiastic neutral, I went to see Nigeria play Croatia in Kaliningrad. Very good ticket, 80 quid. No problem getting it, absolutely fine.
Yeah.
And the prices that England fans are now facing are outrageous. So let me do what I can at least to help keep the costs down. Okay, so the first thing is airfares. They have gone up, but typically I've been looking at a particular fare. This is going out to Dallas the day before England's opening match, coming back from New York the day after the third group game against Panama. And it's before the draw, it was about 750. Now it's well above 1,000, but it's, you know, if you can pick it up for 1,100, that's probably still all right. And compared with the price of the seats on the
and that's a return, Simon, a return.
Well, it's an open jaw ticket, which is taking you out to Dallas and then bringing you back from New York. And the idea will be, I would strongly recommend people make an absolute holiday out of it. You know, just treat it as a vacation with some football attached. And you've got about 6 days on the road from Dallas up to Boston. You'll be able to go through the heart of America. Fantastic trip. And I priced that up with car rental, including the drop-off fee. A car that's comfortable enough for 5 people, 750 quid, which looks all right to me.
Yeah. So, Simon, people, if they shop around and perhaps don't fly right to the venue, fly to different parts of America, because internal flights in America are probably a lot cheaper. So you can get into the States as long as your visa's okay, and then you can work your way to the host city or whatever your team are playing. That would be easier than flying direct and cheaper.
It probably would. I mean, I wouldn't. I wouldn't take too much on the basis of airfares being low. I mean, if you can get in now on, you know, something like 80 quid from Dallas to Boston for the second match, that would be fantastic. But in general, getting around in the US and look, so you've got England fans who will need to get from Boston to New York. Train fares are scandalously high, and actually the Greyhound bus will get you there in 5 hours for about 25 quid. Scotland fans, and there is a huge benefit in having the first 2 games in Boston before heading down to Miami for that. And I'd strongly recommend a road trip, because that's going to be fantastic. It's relatively fast road all the way down on I-95 with great places to stop off along the way, including my absolute favourite Kennedy Space Center in the northern part of Florida. The thing I am going to say, which I urge people to do, well, a couple of things. First of all, get your permission, get your ESTA permit organised before you spend a penny on any flights or anything, because you never know, it might be rejected for some obscure reason. And then don't worry about accommodation. And there'll be people saying, hang on, but look, I've watched hotel prices in Boston, in New York go through the roof, you know, while I've been actually just online. Well, that's true, but I've been to enough big sporting events to know that very often, as soon as they're announced, the hotels, other accommodation providers absolutely put their prices through the roof, because they are thinking this is the best get-rich-quick scheme we've ever had. But then about sort of 3-4 weeks out, they're thinking, actually, we haven't sold many rooms. We better cut the price. And
Simon, there's so many motels out there which are much cheaper. We're not talking 4 or 5 star hotels, motels. You just need to get your head down, don't you?
Oh, sure, yeah, and that's a great thing. You know, just drive from Boston inland, say, for 20 miles, and you'll find a whole string of cheap motels out on the highway, $100 perhaps. The other place to go is Providence, Rhode Island. The advantage of that is that there's a nice, quick, cheap train into town, and the hotel prices there will be much lower than in Boston on the nights of the Scotland and the England match, Scotland matches and the England match. But my my personal plan, having seen the US prices, I'm going south of the border. So 11th of June, day the tournament starts. Obviously, all eyes on Mexico City against South Africa, the opening match. But a little bit later on, over in Guadalajara, you've got South Korea taking on, who knows, it could be North Macedonia, could be Denmark, could be Ireland. And that's the one I've put in for a ticket for, because I think, you'll soak up the atmosphere. The tickets, more than I wanted to pay, $180, so about 140 quid. But even so, the cost of living south of the border is going to be much, much cheaper too.
Simon, pardon me, have you got a website, Simon, that people can follow this?
The best thing to do, and thank you very much, best thing to do, just search online for my name, Simon Calder, Independent World Cup Advice, and that will get you all the articles I'm writing. So, for instance, my prescription for great road trips from Dallas to Boston for England fans and Boston to Miami for Scotland fans.
Simon, always a pleasure.
Cheers, Simon.
Thank you very much, Simon Calder there. So have a look at that. That makes it a little bit easier. Coming up, we'll hear more from Arnie Slaughter, who's just announced he'll have talks with Mo Salah this morning. A debrief, if you will. every day. Okay, 10 minutes to 10 o'clock Friday morning. Ray, what are you doing this weekend?
I'm going to Jamiroquai Sunday.
Oh, lovely.
Can't
O2?
wait for that. O2, yeah. My favourite band. So I'm going to go and watch them on Sunday. Football Saturday, Al. I'm going to be watching I was thinking about going to Arsenal Saturday, but it's 8:15 kickoff, isn't it?
Is it?
It's not ideal,
right,
really.
let's take a
We'll
quick
be watching
call.
it, whatever happens.
Hello, Ali McCoy joins us. Alistair,
Ali.
good morning.
Very good morning.
How you doing, Ali?
How are we? Very
Crikey,
well,
Ali.
Alan, how are you?
What did you spend over for the World Cup draw? Dear, oh dear. He's put it all on the ticket prices for... No wonder you got a private jet.
I tell you what, boys, I was listening to you there. That, in all seriousness, that's scandalous, isn't it? I mean, it's fortunes, absolute fortunes.
Yeah.
How are the boys going to get the game seriously?
Yeah, it's wrong, Ali, isn't it? It's a working class game, isn't it? I mean, how can people afford to go?
Well, I'm worried, Ali, people can't afford it, but
Cost of living now is going up, and people now, and the real football fans won't be able to go, which is a disgrace.
No.
It's the biggest.
It's terrible.
It's the biggest tournament in the world, isn't it? I mean, it's the World Cup.
Absolutely. Absolutely, mate. It looks as though the price of the tickets are going to be more expensive than the flights.
No, it's a joke, mate. Ali, just let me read this quickly. Stay on the line. Celtic manager, legendary Celtic manager Martin O'Neill returns to talkSPORT this Monday morning after a successful spell in charge at Celtic Park, where he won 7 of his 8 games in charge, including the 3-1 victory at Feyenoord. That's from 10 o'clock this Monday. Ali, God, as you well know, it was a bad night for Scottish teams last night. Celtic Aberdeen losing. Well, Robbie Keane, who was managing against Rangers last night, said it was one of the worst Rangers teams he's seen. Ali, you had so many, not just a little text from yourself, so many other pals I know that are big blue noses Rangers, and they said, I'm giving up. This is garbage. This is terrible. What a bad night for us.
It was. It really was, Alan Ray. It was as poor as I've seen it. I mean, I felt for the fans. You know what it's like, Al? The Rangers fans and the Celtic fans travel in numbers, and there was thousands out there. But the team, defensively, Alan, I actually could not believe. I'm not winding you up, lads. I was actually shocked at what I was watching. Some of the level of the level of defending. The level of defending was unbelievable. And then you finish the game with a boy Chermiti up front with the centre half Fernandez, and oh dear me, it was just as poor as I've seen it in a long, long time. Alan Ray, see the money we've spent, Rangers spent, and it's a lot of money. I'm telling you right now, man, there should be a government inquiry. There should be something. Honestly, it's unbelievable.
Where do they go from here, though? I mean, Celtic as well, Rangers, and, you've always had... I remember you nearly won it, Ali. How long, it wasn't that long ago, was it?
3 years?
Yeah.
3 years beating in penalties in the final, Ray.
Yeah,
the decline. The decline's been absolutely remarkable. Do you know the big thing, Ray? I'll tell you, and it's as simple as this, actually. They've brought in 6, 7 players, and I mean not one of them is any better than the players that have left the club. They've got a few quid for some of them that have left. You've lost 67 goals at your team or something, 64 goals at your team with Cherny, Igamani and Dessers. And I think you've replaced it with guys that have got 5 or 6 goals. I mean, you actually couldn't make it up. But Alan, I didn't see this. Well, I saw the goals. I was kind of watching it on my phone after the Rangers game. What about that first half for Celtic as well?
I know. Well,
awful, yeah.
That brings me on to the cup final, St Mirren Celtic. St Mirren fans and players are going to say, what a time to play them at Hampden.
Well, Alan, I mean, I think Stephen Robinson's done a fantastic job and is doing a fantastic job at St Mirren. Listen, Celtic will start favourites as they should, but I take your point, mate. There's absolutely no reason for anybody to fear any of them at the moment. I mean, you look, Hearts going to Celtic Park winning, Rangers, Falkirk going and getting results at Rangers, things like that. So I don't think St Mirren should be any different from anybody else. And there's no fear with the Old Firm anymore, boys, at the moment.
Nah, you're spot on. And I've got here today, Shaban told us that Austrian football, Cypriot football, Cyprus, are ranked higher than Scottish football now, which is just ridiculous.
Oh, man.
Ali, just a quickie.
Sunderland, Ali? Sunderland,
Newcastle, yeah. Did you play in any derbies?
Oh, no, I didn't. But what a game that's going to be at the weekend, isn't it? What a belter.
Are you there?
A cup game. No, I'm not, mate. I've got a weekend off, brilliant, so I'm going to watch the kids. But I watched the Cup game when Newcastle gave Sunderland a bit of a going over.
Yeah.
Aye, but I'm not sure that'll be the case this Sunday. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. Ali, listen, it's just horrendous, the ticket prices, stuff like that. And there's nothing we can do about it, though, is there? You know, I know the next show coming up, Little Sam's show, they're going to talk about it all afternoon, but all late morning, it's just a disgrace, isn't it? You know, but what can we do? You know,
well, we're doing our best we can. We're doing our best.
That's it. I mean, it's terrible. You think about the punters, you know, English boys go over, and the Tartan Army lads who follow the country absolutely everywhere. It's just, it's grossly unfair. It really is. It's so unfair, guys.
Yeah. Ali, listen, have a nice break at the weekend. You need it, mate. You're
Cheers,
all over
Ali.
the place. Well done.
All the best, Ali. Lads. Have a good weekend, boys.
Cheers, Ali. Thank you, Ali McCoy's there. And a part of us, you know him, Terry, who comes to all our charity gigs.
Of course.
He's an Aberdonian, but he's a Rangers supporter. So he had double whammy last night. Both got knocked out.
Nightmare.
Okay, listen, that's it, Ray. We've got a little gig to go to today, haven't we? Just a little charity
with
thing,
your
which is
daughter,
nice.
with your daughter.
It's going to be good. I'm looking forward to that. What else? What else was meant to say? Oh, don't forget, Ray, if you're not doing it, and if you're in the kitchen before you go out Saturday, 6 o'clock, Virgin
I'm
Legends.
Put that on, you know,
because you got listen. Some of the music we're playing this weekend, this Saturday night from 6, is right up your street.
Is it?
Yeah. I'm not going to give it away.
Come on, give me one song.
No, but it's 4 hours. It's 4 hours. And it goes back to late 60s, and then it comes right up a bit as well. 80s.
Lovely.
So that's Virgin Legends.
Looking forward to it.
No.
This
is just my love of music. Don't
No.
You little snakes. I'm back Wednesday, 6 o'clock. Listen, have a great weekend. I mean that. If you're going to football, enjoy. And what a great derby it's going to be, and hopefully a great cup final. Thank you for listening this week. Little Sam coming next.